Mummy.
Peace and love. That was a technical issue or two. It was kind of like one or two little glitches after another.
Every star is a soul. Yeah, we had a technical issue there. Sorry, we were a little bit late. And can I just admit as well, 7 minutes ago I was asleep in just my pants. So
yeah, the man doesn't lie.
No, it wasn't. Damn doesn't lie. It wasn't just technical. I'm tired. Get out. Get out of here, you.
He's tired, yo.
Yeah, I hope. I think your mic's on. I think it's on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my mic is on. Because it came up quite loud and clear on the testy thing at the start. But it may have. I don't know. Shall I double check?
You double check that. Welcome to Dykes Mann. It's episode 4. We've made it 4 goddamn mother hubbing episodes in. There's no guest this week, partly because we couldn't be bothered, and secondly because we couldn't be bothered. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you. Like, share, all that good stuff, and welcome to Dykes Mann.
Likey, and shazy sheezies of Dykes Mann. Subscribe and like. Send us some money. Hello? Yeah, does that sound bad? The mic okay? Is that loud and clear?
I think so. I think so. We'll just make it up as we go along. I don't know. Move it away from you and talk.
Shabba, 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 shabba.
I'm back.
Shabba, 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 shabba.
It sounds the same. It's not on again.
Class. I just changed the default. Fuck it. I just changed the default mic sound, but I'll piss around. We can dick around in the background.
Yeah, we can hear you. It's not as bad as the sound. How I ruined the sound in the first episode when it's just these little fucking things were picking it up. So, I swore. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. We had some stuff to go over, but it'll be a few minutes before that. But Jamie's been unwell. He's been
severely unwell. Yeah.
There we go. That sounds like a microphone to me.
Yeah, cool. This one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Lovely dulcet tones.
Now we're in. Lovely. Yeah, I've been ill. I started to feel a little bit unwell Monday, whereby I messaged Carl to say, I've done very little today, Carl. I just sat down and watched Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, the usual kind of shit you do when you're not feeling great. And then Tuesday, I was worse. And then going into Wednesday, early hours in the morning, I had sickness and diarrhea. Sorry, Tuesday night I had sickness and diarrhea all the way through Wednesday up until late PM. Every time I was farting, it was just shit coming out, and it was sick coming up my mouth. So I was on the toilet with a bin for the spew and a toilet for my ass, and it was horrible. Kind of funny at the same time, but I got through it. I just drank fluids. I had 24 hours off the alcohol.
24 whole hours. This is in new. Well, no, you've equaled your record of this year. I think you had a day off.
I had
earlier on in the year as well.
Yeah, I did have a day off, so I needed it because I knew I just needed to fucking completely just take a step back from everything that was bad for me. I had a couple of marijuanas and 1 or 2 painkillers just to take the edge off, but booze was the last thing on my mind. It was fucking atrocious.
These painkillers have got to go in the bin.
I've drastically cut down hugely.
We'll work with the Dream Crusher in your family, and we'll do a little circus tent.
Yeah.
But I just look like you look fresh and energetic. I look like shit. I took pretty much a week off the booze. I had one beer the other day when we had that chat, but I still look like shit. So
you're looking good to me, man. You're looking. You can tell you do look less sweaty in the pores. Like you don't look so like.
I was a couple of weeks ago. I just hammered the drink, and I wasn't. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I'm just a little bit tired today. So I don't know if you've got anyone watching right now where the pigs are. There's at least some people watching. I think I can't see who. Apparently the Mind Dog is asleep, so we can just. Do you know what? Best laid plans. We might do some stuff that we prepared. We might just talk. What are you going to do about it? If you're watching this, what are you going to do about it? We can do what we want.
Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. I mean, if you think you can chime in, and let us know one week, and you can chime in a different week. If you think you can handle the bullshit talk, feel free. Be our guest, as they say on Beauty and the Beast.
What we could do is one of these psychos that watch this. We could let him call in one day. We'll give him a StreamYard link and let him call in. We don't want people on video. You can call. We'll just switch your camera off, but you can call in. But quick, get the calls going through. We'll have to do that one week when we get organized. I don't know.
Yeah,
let's chill out. Let's
We could
chill
give
out
it a
today.
go. But then again, if people
This
are
is-
coming on dressed as good as this, and yourself, maybe
Tonight's basically the last rites in a blazer, right?
a blazer.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
With
cheers,
pending
guys.
MacBooks pending though, so yeah.
MacBook's pending. When you get the little green tick on the MacBook, delivery has been dispatched from Apple. I will stop harassing Mylin, our Vietnamese producer.
Yeah, Mylin's asking for all these harassment letters she's getting because she's being lazy on the updates. Speaking of MacBooks and shit, the blazing fire I had behind my house on Monday. I hear that Ukraine sent over 3 unskilled teachers and a paramedic to put out the fire, and they've done a great job. But they used MacBooks. They used an app on MacBooks to put the fire out, and it just it solved the issue. There was no need for hoses. There was no need for fucking throwing sand on the fire. Just a quick little app, boom, done.
I believe you, and that sounds like something that definitely did happen. I was just trying to find. I was just trying to bring up. There we go. I've got the video here. I can bring that up in a second. Everything's a bit slow when I finally get sorted out in a couple of months. It won't be as slow. All right. This. Oh no, I have. It's already here. It's already goddamn motherfucking here. I can bring this up. Did it? There we go. Let's press that bad boy. There we go. Look at this. That's the fight. Yeah. So this is you walk to the end of your road and look like left, is it?
You come to the end of my. Well, you can see from my back garden, yeah. But if you come out of my house and you take a right down the street, right again, and then right again, it's there. Yeah.
Oh, right, that one. Okay, yeah, because Jamie lives out in the sticks.
Yeah, the opposite to the mountain that we looked at. So we looked at the mountain pretty much opposite my house, where the front of the house is. This is the mountain towards the back. It's just.
I get it. I understand. It's fucking wild. When you zoom in, it looks like flares or something, doesn't it? Like.
Yeah, it's absolutely fucking insane. The
flares at an Italian football match.
Trees like going up in flames, like you can see on the video. It's it was hideous.
Yeah. Wild. But they did put it out pretty quick.
Yeah,
so,
it didn't last long.
We just want to check. That the laziest professionals in the world did come out and put it out today.
Yeah. If austerity done one good thing for this country, for the UK, it was reducing the funds for the fire services because they are lazy.
Yeah, I brought this up the other day as well. That you get lots of cats stuck in trees, lots of a couple of road traffic accidents. Yeah, a couple of jaws of death. Release them. But how many fires? How many fires do you really see when you're not in? Okay, in California, wildfires, Australia. When you're in the city, how many fires do you see? I don't see fires.
Yeah, exactly. And the ones you see on the news, I read a statistic that something like 68.3% of fires you see on the TV on the news are actually CGI.
So CGI, holograms.
Holograms. Yeah.
Our very own FBI and CIA sniffer James Inman is on board with that. Most fires are holograms.
Holograms and CGI. It's a scary world we live in, really. Like, it's crazy.
It started at 9/11. Those fires that were there when the buildings fell down.
Yeah. Quote unquote every single word in there.
When they switched on the hologram machine.
Yeah. That great beam of light from it was a good work though, but it's amazing how they managed to keep it still looking as if they're not there, and they've good time to be alive. I think a great advancement in CGI and hologram technology and stuff. Bravo.
I agree. I absolutely agree with you. Earlier on, I popped into the dog earlier, popped in to say hello to the weirdos. And I said I was going to be sober today, but you know what? I changed my mind in the last half an hour. I was like, I could do with a couple of drinks. It's been a long week. I've got a lot of shit sorting out, and I'll have a little drink. Not too much. I've got to do a lot of shit tomorrow, but
Yeah, just one or two. I got the same. We're going to be on here for like an hour or so tonight. I got one or two. I got a couple of drinks, bit of food, and I got some stuff to crack on with tomorrow. Plus, besides being bedbound pretty much all day yesterday, I haven't done much else, but I need a drink because I ended up watching The Power of the Dog on Netflix. That's like 2.5 hours of my life I will never get back again.
Well, no idea what it is, but I remember tagging Kelp and saying, they've taken your title.
The Power of the Dog. It's not some good performances in there, but it's quite piss poor. You have no idea where the fuck it's gonna go. It's so I'm glad I had sickness and diarrhea, just so I couldn't throw anything at the TV.
Kelly, you're now an unofficial PR spokesman. Go and retweet this and make people come and watch it.
Make people come,
please. And watch it. And we'll get Napo to send you his used iPad. Socks and an iPad. But the iPad is after we get MacBooks.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But that's only after we've used the iPads for about 3 years or so, worn them down, and then you can have one of them then.
Yeah, then when we get the new generation, you can have the old one. So around about 2025, you get yourself a 3-year-old iPad.
I had to correct Carl for legal purposes. I don't want you to think you're going to get a brand new iPad off the cuff. So, Carl, you've got to be careful with your words, man.
Yes, we've had enough of dodgy competitions on the Mind Dog Network, right? We've had enough of them with those fake holidays. Yeah. So we're here to bring a little, legal responsibility to the wild claims of Matt Napo.
Matt Napo's wild and dangerous claims, man. Yeah,
wild and dangerous claims and misinformation.
I heard he creates serial killers. Like, it is one of his jobs in the CIA was like the acid test stuff they done with what's his name, Charles Manson. The dogs. Next generation was help assisting people like Bundy and Kemper and John Wayne Gacy to become the truer insides, because their victims were allegedly informants, and then the dogs' job was to go and get in the minds of the psyche of these people and use them as machines, killing machines.
Yeah, and I was thinking, so Baz Luhrmann, the weirdo, has made that Elvis movie, which looks interesting. Yeah. But I reckon they've stolen all the plot points from Matt Napo's life. That's what I think it is. Yeah. He got out there with his guitar and everyone went, "Who's this sado?" And then he started shaking his hips around and playing guitar, and the girls started screaming and just enveloping him with their vaginas at all times.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I think that. Well, they changed the lyrics from "Since my boyfriend left me." They changed it to "Since my baby left me." It's a bit rude, really. I'm not insinuating Matt Napo's gay, but he did write lyrics to that effect.
Gay, straight, it's a spectrum, and he, when you're a rock star like that, by the time he was 30, he was bored of just vaginas, so he just thought he would suck everything else.
Just whatever walked past him, and sometimes it wasn't, consensual. It was just, he would just go grab him by the pussy or the balls, and he would just drag them in, and do a Marilyn Manson, and things. Yeah, one of these women will get a documentary one day. Like, what's her name with the Marilyn Manson? Yeah.
What's her face? Evan.
Rachel Wood. Yeah, there's a documentary on Sky now called Phoenix Rising. It's like a 2-parter, and it's about how she became a survivor of abuse. I'm assuming it's all about the Manson shit, so I'm going to give that a go.
Oh, okay, yeah, I it's on my list of things to watch. I will eventually watch it. But again, if someone proclaims himself to be Satan and you get into a relationship with him and he starts tying you up and he's shoving fucking gothic candles up your ass, that's what's going to happen.
The kind of guy who's going to take you bowling and watch the latest fucking chick flick, does he? He can really. He could probably surprise you.
He's just going to jizz in a swastika on your tits. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah, well, probably a bit of lighter fluid on there and light that sucker up as well. But it's just what I do on a Sunday, baby. It's just what I do on a Sunday.
Ugly.
How's your arsehole?
Good, better, much better. Yeah. Bread was the big culprit. Obviously, it's gluten in general, but I'm fine-ish. But bread was the thing that I took. It got so bad, I took a few days off it. Right, it felt better. I brought some gluten-free bread. It's not great, but if you cover it in shit, it's fine. I'm eating less of it anyway, and it's smaller, so I'm eating less shit. And it's pretty much fine. And I know it is it because I was in London a couple of weeks ago, and I had to. When you're fucking hungry, and you just got to buy whatever's there. I got a toasty in like Costa, and I had a sandwich in wherever, and I had problems later that day as well. So it's clearly bread.
Definitely, yeah, gluten free. Well, what you want to try and do is use your gluten free bread, but put gluten products on it, and just see if it if it's the bread or the gluten.
Well, I'm eating like other gluten stuff, but not as much.
Right.
But I'm still eating. I'll have a little pizza or I'll have a couple of beers. It's not. Look, I haven't had any pasta, but bread seems to be the chief fucking whatever. It's got a lot of gluten in it, I guess, or the way that it just seems to. It makes my fucking ass bleed, and it's not normal. So
it's not natural.
But the smell, the weird smell that I've had for 3 months has gone away. It doesn't. My ass doesn't feel weird. Occasionally itchy, but it's not a problem. Yeah. So we just see how I go, and I'll probably have to be a bit stricter about it as I go down the line. Like cut a bit, but it's not that bad.
Highly advisable. Oh fuck!
Do you know what? If normal beer starts to become a problem, they do gluten free pretty much everything. I think there's a gluten free Stella now.
Okay.
By all accounts, it's all right. I've had a gluten free something else before by accident. It tastes like beer, so
yeah, nice. But there's substitute. I mean, there's so many fucking substitutes now for anything like meat-based things or whatever the fuck. So like, it won't be long before you might not be bothered about eating meat or bread again, because if they're going to come up with whatever the fuck they're going to come up with, good times ahead, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Growing
I think
meat in a lab or some shit.
It's been about 2.5 weeks, so I think after a few months of it, taking care of it elsewhere, I think I'll feel less shit.
Yeah,
and I'm sleeping better apart from last night. So yeah, going a little bit better. We'll see what happens. I'll probably die next week.
Yeah, hope not, because I don't want to be writing eulogies, but you can always figure it out as you say.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got a roast battle in London tomorrow night that I agreed to a while ago.
Yeah,
and but what I've just found out in the last 5 minutes is that I think our show starts at 11 p.m. So it's like fuck.
Okay, 11 p.m. start,
which is. The other guy's coming up from the south coast, so he's not going to be able to get home. I'm going to be staying over, in theory, with my family, but I don't know. But I've just found that out, which means the audience will be drunk out of their minds. But at least it's not material to them. So if it'd be just stand up, that would be awful, because when you get shows starting that late, everyone's fucking wankered, especially in London, and they're just assholes. But at least this is just to each other, and I still don't know the fucking rules. I still don't know how many jokes.
You'll get into the midst of it. Like
kind of prepared. It should be fun. I know the other guys had a lot of help now, because there was some. They thought I would just massacre him, so some other people that I know have helped him out. But it's just gonna be fun. I just want a couple of beers, have a bit of fun. It's in a nice venue as well.
Nice.
We'll see.
Do people tend to heckle less in a roast battle? Do people tend to heckle less?
I don't know. I've only done one before, and that was at the Hollybush. So
okay.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would think so, because it's quicker. It's just to each other. They might shout stuff, but it's not. You're kind of not talking to the audience, even though you kind of are. It's just different. So I think it'll be better. But either way, try not to get drunk before it, and then have fun. I think I'm going to try and actually remember my shit this time.
Have one or two. Stop the shakes and.
But it's just the fact that if it is 11, what am I going to do for 6 hours?
6 hours leading up to the fucking thing. Yeah.
So I'll see how it goes. Make it up as we go along.
Just one step at a fucking time, baby. That's all you can do.
See how it goes. God, Napo's going to wake up. He goes, "Oh, I wonder what clever stuff they came up with for this episode." And it's just we just talking.
Yeah,
this one.
I think in these 12 minutes, we probably have spoken more in these 12 minutes than we did in the whole hour of James Inman coming on.
20 minutes. Yeah, this is the equivalent. If Inman was on it, if Inman was on it. I don't know. I
haven't got my glasses on.
Last time you looked at the clock, if Inman was on every episode, this would be 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Because it was mostly like, all right, whatever. Anyway,
they go and talk to Doug fucking Stanhope.
Oh my god, doing Inman hurts my voice immediately.
Yeah. The Unbookables. When was the
But
last time you been in a movie?
We're going to have him on down the road, right? For not for a while, but we will get him back, and we will push back at him a little bit more next time as well. So it's just it was new for us. I didn't know what he was going to be like, and it was interesting listening to his stories. Although a couple of them were just going on and on and on.
Yeah. No,
so
I think he's like we don't know him at all comparatively to like anyone. We don't know him at all. So for him telling us stories, people have probably heard these ones multiple times, and there's probably the story's probably drastically changed over the course of the last 20, 30 years or whatever the fuck. So people are probably thinking, no, shut
next time we'll push back and have a bit more fun with him, and I don't mind being a little bit rude to him next time. Just not horrible, but just like, you know, be quiet a minute while we ask some questions.
Yeah, kind of like interview style or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, have a bit more fun. But yeah, it was a weird one for everyone. Everyone noticed that we said fuck all.
Yeah.
So sorry.
It's not like us, is it really? We do like, how old is that wine? Is that wine really a week old? Or when you drink it now?
Yeah.
Nice. It tastes like vinegar.
No, it's not great, but it didn't taste great last week. That's what I mean. That I poured the third glass of it basically, and I just wasn't into that third glass anyway.
Yeah.
So it tastes about. So there's maybe the bottle a little bit off anyway. It's just a bad one, but
yeah.
It tends to be fine. Well, I think a lot of humans keep wine around for a while. You know, they don't drink it in one night. But I'm not a human. If I get a bottle of wine, I'm generally drinking that bottle of wine in an hour.
Yeah, usually a bottle of wine's gone over the course. I couldn't do one in the hour. I'd fucking knock me on my ass. But it's either gone one night or usually over two because I drink other stuff in between. But
I used to get them when I didn't have a lot of money, right? So I'd get a bottle of red because it'd fuck you up for a $5.
Yeah.
4 of them, and then you have a few beers to mix it, and then you go out. Great. The problem is I was getting too many memory blanks, red wine and lager. Like, honestly, I'd forget like 4 hours of the night, just weren't available to my brain like the next day.
Yeah. Just that's the thing. I remember the days of like going out and buying cheap wine and shit. And you would.
We've lost someone. We've lost Jamie. Jamie may have lost me. If anyone can hear us, let us know in the motherfucking chat. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Whether I'm talking to myself, whether you're hearing me, whether we lost Jamie. My internet is a right peen at the moment, which I'm not happy about. Let me check some internet here. Yeah, that looks fine. So I'm just going to talk to you until we. There you are. You come back a bit there, mate. You're back.
Oh, there we go. It was my connection, was it? Fuck.
I think so. I'm always worried about mine, but I think I just tested it somewhere else and it seemed right. So
cool, young Glazius. Yeah, I'm looking to upgrade my to super fast anyway over the next couple of months. So.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. This is reasonably fast, but I can get more. So again, when I get set up wherever that is in a little while, probably be a couple of months away, I'll get shit hot or whatever the best I can get.
Pay for the extra. It's fucking worth doing it.
Because it's worth it. I use it so much and I stream a lot, so it's just worth it. Yeah, and I'm getting this router is getting older anyway. But I don't know. Yeah, so for a couple of weeks, I'm going to be not staying here, so I don't know what that internet will be like. It should be all right. We'll test it out as we go.
Yeah, just play around with shit.
Worst case, I'll be doing it from my phone from the woods or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, walking through the woods, baby, in the dark while doing a podcast.
I agree with you, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Napo play his music live. I saw a little video he posted the other day, and he goes to these little bars as well, and everyone just goes a bit nuts for the Napo.
Brill.
I bet he's swinging that old fucking dick all over the place.
Yeah, big old Hank Porter country and western greasy hairy ballsack dick, just like all throughout New York. May he rest in peace when he dies. but we got to get Matt books before he does.
But yeah, that's the main thing. I did send him a video earlier. Almost sent him another video, but I sent him the right one. The other one that had my penis out in it. If you were wondering,
it was a worn, torn penis. Like it looked like a shelled building in Ukraine. It was.
But he had a sexy. You mean sexy?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah.
By the way, just this is what I listen to when I sleep all night and when I rest.
White noise.
That's it. That's what I fucking do. And do you know what?
The seals are white noise.
This is the plane, like a plane cabin.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
Mate, as soon as I switch it on, my brain just goes
relaxes.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Which shows that I'm a potential serial killer, I think.
Yeah, I think they can relax and chill out the shit like that. Yeah. We watched like an Interstellar a couple of weeks back. I haven't seen that for years. A great film. And there's a part where they just shortly after they've woken up from their first deep sleep, like 3 years after, and they're in space. And one of the scientists, he's like, oh, can't get my head around where we are. There's nothing outside of this shell for millions of miles. And then McConaughey takes off his earphones and he puts them in his ears. And it's just basically the sounds of like rain. You can hear birds in the background. You can hear insects and stuff. And it was just to give a bit of, like sense memory or something. So obviously things like being in an airplane, if that relaxes you, it's going to help put you to sleep.
It's consistent sounds, right? So it's this thing. This one is called Relaxing White Noise Podcast thing, but they do like.
Welcome to the Relaxing
oh yeah, it's got some bits at the beginning of everyone. Like this is rain and thunder and shit.
Yeah,
so they do whatever one. I quite like the thunder one, but I'm obsessed with this plane one at the moment. So yeah, it just completely. And I have it on all night when I sleep at the moment. So it's when I move somewhere else, I might not, but it just stops. So any problems from up there, it just cancels that out.
I like to listen to sounds from the death camp. Any death camp. I'm not prejudiced to listen to any of them. Just,
that'll give me a boner.
Yeah, it works for me.
Do
you know what I figured out when I was lying in bed in Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday it was. I was looking on, just fucking around on Facebook. I was looking at different videos, and one of the videos was like a machine grinding up all metal objects, bikes, refrigerators, all sorts of motorbike and all that shit. And I realized one of my pastimes is watching things getting grinded up because I had a lot of things like that in my news feed. Just videos of just machines churning shit up, like cars and stuff, mini cars, like mini golfs and shit, just fucking getting crushed up by this big machine. It's brilliant. The fucking sound of the cracking and the cogs turning, it's delightful to me.
Yeah, so sort of compelling fucking things that you wouldn't think. Yeah, anything like that. I could watch shit. Like factory machines making stuff or something like that. Probably stick that on.
I realized I had a bit of a history of actively looking for things like this. So I was like, oh, okay, subconsciously looking for this shit. It's fun. Same thing as noise, like repetitive noise and stuff, visual repetitiveness, and the likes. Oh, tell us about you getting blocked from the Russian, the Federation of Russia's Twitter account. What did you do?
It's the Russian embassy in London. I've been absolutely hounding their account because they're posting all kinds of wild shit, like lies. So I constantly hound them. The other day I said they posted a nice picture of this place in Russia. So I said, sorry, I was knocking one out to Russian casualties. What did you say?
Yeah.
And it's every day. And today they started talking about Nazis again. So I posted an article about Russian Nazis. And then some troll then said, oh, but what about Ukraine? And so I posted another article. And then the embassy posted something about war crimes. So I posted something back. And I was speaking to someone else. He's actually a former American cop, but he lives in Germany. But he's doing a lot of... he gets a lot of good stuff off the ground. And I was just talking to him. I said, the Russian embassy is pretty wild. So I went over to send something, and then I saw the you are blocked. So I might get assassinated in the near
What I'm going to do, I'm going to follow their account just for you, and I'm just going to retweet and just tag you in every article that they put out.
Well, I've also tweeted where I'm going to be tomorrow night in London, which is here we go. Yeah, love it. You are blocked.
Yeah.
I've also tweeted. I'm going to be a few miles away from there tomorrow night, so maybe they'll come.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tweeted it so that if they wanted to send the Novichok guys, they could say, "Oh, he's going to be in Islington."
Yeah, you've got Novichok.
Come and get me, baby.
Yeah, you've got like rapidly balding of the body and like drastic weight loss in your near future. It's going to be horrendous.
Yeah, Angel Comedy tomorrow night, like somewhere in the evening in London, Islington. That's where I'll be. So please come and assassinate me, Russia. Please come and do it.
Make sure you get it fucking filmed though, because you got to, your numbers will go up through your podcast.
Got to get a viral video somehow, right? And I think that'll be the one when I get murdered on
the streets of London. Yeah, by the Russians.
If I'm on stage and I just die in a hail of bullets, that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, cool. Hey, do you want any fake news? Any news? Effing news this week, Carl? I got some effing news.
Yeah, let me just bring up the effing news thing. You can go ahead. I did have something, but can we just point out as always? Script by Brett Brock, approved by Matt Napo.
Yeah, script by Brett Brock, approved by Matt Napo, produced by Matt Napo.
Ding, 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 ding. Here's some effing news.
The effing.
We'll get a jingle.
News. You have to get a jingle. The dog can write us a jingle. So My Ling has to get us a jingle. Yeah. So where are we? What have I read today? What have I read in the news today, Carl? In the news of the effing news. The Tory party have said that the cost of living is nothing to the cost of death, which will leave bereaved families in debt forever and a day. Because it ain't cheap to die, Carl, this day and age. So what they're saying is basically, who gives a fuck about the cost of living? Grow up, because you have to pay a lot more when you die, or your family will. So stop being a pussy.
Fair.
I also read today a wife and mother of 3 is in a coma after her husband makes the perfect decision and perfect sense. The mother of 3 was taken into a coma after the husband's great positive speech in the house. That was it, really. Simple stuff. She flaked out. And I'll do one more. GoFundMe has been purchased by faith-based Thoughts and Prayer PLC from extreme religious groups and social media goers who have nothing really important to say. That's the effing news from my end. Amen, babies.
Are absolutely men. Well, I haven't got any effing news because I'm fucking terrible, and I knew Jamie had a few, but I have got some real news that I saw.
What's the real news?
It's kind of local news as well. Cardiff train tracks fall leaves man with life-changing injury, right? So he fell. He's got life-changing injury. He got off the train and fell between the train and the tracks, which I don't know how it's possible. I don't know how that would be possible physically. You should not have that available to happen. But I'm wondering whether the life-changing injuries are physical. Is he raspberried up, or are they mental? Because if you are dumb enough to fall down a fucking hole, I'd be embarrassed forever as well. So whoever that guy is, sort your life out, man.
Sort your life out, puddle of pee. Yeah,
that's my contribution.
That's your great contribution, but that's factual news. That's just fucking terrible, man. Don't be bragging about fucking falling in little gaps on train stations. Hideous.
Don't be bragging, but it shouldn't be possible, should it? They should either make the fucking platforms a bit bigger or the trains a bit fucking close. I don't know. Sort it out, engineers.
Sort it out. Engineers get paid stupid money for coming up with solutions to problems, and so far they haven't solved this little problem, have they?
Well, they probably have, but the train companies have probably gone, that sounds expensive.
Yeah.
Probably won't. It's like when you get potholes in the road. So apparently, they throw cheap shit in it, and then it just splits up the next year. I saw some engineers talking about it online to my brother actually about it. Said no, they hire us to come and consult, and we tell them what mix of stuff to use, and we give them options like this will be this much, but it will last that many years. This will be this, and they always go for the cheapest one.
The cheapest option.
They'll just buy shit to pour in a hole that they have to replace 2 years later.
Yeah, so it's not really cheap then, is it? Because they've got to fork out again in a very short span of time.
They don't give a fuck. They just worry about short term, and they'll get a new budget in 2 years. It's stupid.
There's another thing I read about. Did I hear it on the radio or read about it? I can't remember. But either one, they were talking about local councils, and obviously every local council will have a budget. So some will have a bigger one depending on the size of the county. ... But every year or 2 years they get a budget. Okay, so if they don't spend nearer to the max or the max of that budget for that year, they don't qualify for the same amount of funding for the following year because it looks like they don't actually need that money. If that makes sense. So when you see like randomly throughout the year, just all of a sudden a fucking road closure or whatever, it's just because they're just doing something just to spend the money.
Spend the money. Yeah. They'll just fucking paint the grass in April or something.
Yeah. Just do something fucking stupid. I can't remember where I got that fucking from, but it just sounds.
No, it is right. Towards the end of the financial year, they use up their budget. There's a lot of that happens in a lot of businesses and stuff as well. If you don't use it, it just goes. But anyway, fuck. I think it should all be burned to the ground, dragged out of the car, and flayed. And that's a joke written by Brett Brock, sponsored by Matt Napo.
For the Mind Dog TV podcast. Yeah, what a Hey Carl, hey Jamie, thanks for using my words. God bless him, sailor.
I went to see the Batman the other week, so that's basically like the Penguin from the original Batman, but the Penguin in the new one is more of a mob boss. So maybe that's what Napo's dad was like. But what you looking at here? I'm the Penguin, motherfucker.
Yeah. Colin Farrell, eh? Colin Farrell
in a fat suit and like latex.
Yeah, he does a good job. Apparently, though. Apparently, he's quite.
It looks good. It looks good, but then you think, why hire Colin Farrell? Why don't you just hire anyone? Because he's in a fat suit and a fuck. You just need someone to do an Italian voice. We could do it. Gabagool.
Yeah. What about a fucking gabagool, huh?
I got some gabagool over here. Got some gabagool.
Yeah. Hey, Tom, where's my tomato sauce? We don't eat tomato sauce.
I'm out of material at 38 minutes, so I don't know. I'm out of ideas. We just have to think of something to say. And these people, these absolute. Oh, there we go. We could look at what the people are saying.
The people.
Chrissy loves whale song.
Yeah, it's funny she's mentioned that because a very big lad fell over in our office a couple of years ago, and the first thing I thought of doing was going to YouTube and just playing sounds of orcas in the ocean.
What if whales are just retarded and they just like and they should have just been we're trying to protect them, but they should have just been shot 3,000 years ago or given benefits and sent to a school. I don't know.
I go with a lot when I do. I'll stick them in a reasonably sized aquarium, maybe, and just like get it to teach them things like how to jump through hoops for fucking fish and stuff.
I think they do that, and then occasionally they kill the trainers. Hi, Cat, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Sugar cat loaf.
Hey, pussycat.
Hey, pussycat. Sugar cat loaf. Hey, pussycat. Cocktail cat.
We're starting to sound a bit like Mind Dog there, the creepy old fuck. What's your dog over there? Look at your tits.
I'm in a band, you know. I play guitar and sing.
Look at my big fingers.
Fuck him. Yeah. I gotta steal all the money for cancer research. Just to pay for the pesky kids' map books.
Yeah, how do you think I get all this money? I steal it from charity. That's right. And that's just MacBook, right? MacBook. That's all you need to know.
MacBook.
We'll stop the abuse when the shiny aluminium, overpriced really for what they do, but they look good. MacBooks arrive in our pockets. That's all.
Yeah, you're talking like 1,800 quid for like a fucking something that I really like I don't know, because a really up fucking market laptop now is fucking stupidly priced.
Yeah, on the whole, Macs are a high-end laptop would be 1,500-1,800 quid or something, which would do everything. But you could pay that for a Mac that's half as powerful.
Yeah.
And you can't modify it. With Windows, you can do what you want to it and put more memory and stuff. But yeah, they also are pretty good. Those iMac things, the desktop ones, look really good though. They're thin little screen.
Yeah.
They're super powerful. They've got some new chip in it. So yeah, he could buy us one of those, an iMac and a MacBook each.
I reckon it's worth it for the content we're going to deliver.
It will set him back about $8,000, you know, if he just buys us one of them each, two each, basically.
Yeah, but we don't need to worry about the cost. That's his job to worry about the cost. So you know,
you worry about the money's not real anyway.
Yeah, money's an illusion.
He's 62, right? So what's he going to be spending his money on? He's buying edibles, you know.
Yeah.
Gifts for the family.
He's buying edibles, and he's buying beer.
He does 100. He does 100 podcasts a week, so he doesn't have to write that book that he keeps complaining he hasn't done.
Yeah, the book we've all been waiting on for since. Well, I've only known him for like 2 years, so so he's been mentioning a book since I've known him.
So I've known him like 6 months, so. Yeah, that's all I've heard is about this. I gotta finish that book, eh? Oh, I'm gonna do 4-hour shows. Well, that's how you don't write a book.
Yeah, fucking hell. That's pretty much it, dog. Carl has basically solved your problem with your writer's block.
I'm a problem solver.
Podcast, dog, and plus, if he gets into the writing sooner and gets his book published, it could be a bestseller, and we could all capitalize on MacBooks and shit. So yeah, winning. Even better, retarded whales turn me on. Wow.
Right.
And they're big dicks. I love watching whales trying to impregnate other whales. It's fantastic. They just got these big dicks that just drop off into their backs.
Nice.
It's fucking bizarre. It's really strange.
Yeah, I've not watched it for a while, but I've not watched any nature shit for years, actually. I've watched anything Attenborough for like 15 years, and it's a travesty because I'm sure he does great stuff every year.
Yeah.
But at some point I'll sit down and I'll do a nature weekend. I'll watch Blue Planet again or something. I don't know.
Blue Planet, yeah. When he's on the verge of death, they should put him in like a Darth Vader suit just to keep him going.
He's been on the verge of death for like 35 years.
That's true, actually. That's a good fucking point, yeah.
And pretending he's out in the fucking jungle when they're filming the mice in a sound stage on a studio. It's look at the little mouse coming out of his home. Yeah, because they've got it in a tank and they're prodding it to come out for the camera.
Yeah. You just got some poor cameraman making the noises also going.
Yeah.
Squeaky. Listen to the humpback whale.
Listen, retarded whales must have massive retard dicks, and they'll sploosh.
Yeah.
And an even bigger level.
But big smelly ones, because they don't get washed. Even though they're in the sea, they don't pull the foreskin back and give it a good swill, as you are supposed to do, as I've been told.
I didn't even check what he's put in the description. I've got to get access to this. I need to check whether he's put our other links in this description. Mylin is he's slacking on a couple of areas now. I know he's busy, but we need to have a business meeting. We need to get a business meeting with him this week.
Mylin, yeah, we'll get a business meeting going because I haven't spoken to the dog for a while, so we want to see if we got rookie numbers, we can get those numbers up. We need his influences. We need him to email Walsh. Fuck you, Walsh. He can make out that we are Stanhope and Chaley, and then we'll just be like, oh shit, sorry, wrong link. You're stuck now on a live stream. You log out, Walsh. It means you're a pussy, like a little baby. And then see if he likes your impression of like Downsy Wales. Probably
not. Probably won't like it. Probably doesn't want to talk to us, but we'll try and blackmail him. We'll blackmail him one day.
Breakfast.
That's one of the best. That's one of the best videos on the internet. It's I can't remember what they're called, but it's basically some Down syndrome people cooking.
What is going on here?
What is going on here? Breakfast. It's great. It's great. I'm not mocking it. I think they're very talented. They're talented.
It is good, yeah. I used the Reface app. I put my face on one, my mate's face is Craig on the other, and I put Keely's face on the other woman. It was brilliant. What is going on here?
Yeah, I did a couple of refaces last year. I've not done it for ages. I've got the app. I just haven't. I can never get it looking quite right, but I should do a few of those.
Some of them are really fucking hilarious.
It is pretty good. Yeah. I've seen you did some like Predator ones or something, or Rambo or something.
Yeah.
War ones.
Rambo and Predator for Ukraine. Yeah, I'm coming to Ukraine. Yeah, baby.
Wild times. So do the Downs whales have protruding tongues as well? Yeah,
Probably.
but they're more protruding and then off to one side.
Probably.
And they'd give great BJs, right? Because it's just more saliva.
Yeah, and just like humans with Downs, and that's why they call humpback whales, because they sort of taking the piss of the way they walk. That little shuffle they do is kind of cute.
We should do our own nature documentary, but just with retarded animals.
Yeah. Last week, our friends come over on Saturday for some food and some drinks, and I just said tiger with Down syndrome, and my friend Googled it, and he just laughed so much he smacked the drink out of my hand because he was out of control. A tiger with Downs. Apparently, it happens. It's a rarity, but it can happen.
I've not showed you. I showed you cats with Down syndrome before. I was talking about that with George and Greg last year when it was refreshing on Epstein. It's great. There's just Google image cats with Down syndrome. It's phenomenal.
Oh, mate, it's everyone's got a birth defect. Ours has been completely fucking ridiculous and non-funny, and some people have just got a little, funny little mannerism and appeal about them.
And they're just not allowed near food normally.
Can't be near food. Yeah, who we the judge? Who we
in the local Greg's that I used to go to. There's like Cardiff's got one of the densest populations of Greg's in the country, world. I think. Yeah, there's like 18 in the city. I used to go to one on these fucking headphones. I used to go to one on Queen Street, and they had a little DS in there, a little Nintendo DS.
Right.
But he was great, and I did though. Sometimes I go, yeah, he's not allowed near the food. They keep him near the wrapped food, and his job was to put out the stirring sticks, but one at a time, like.
Yeah.
But I thought, great. He's he's feeling useful. He's making a contribution. It's really good. But one day, some builders had to go at him, like to his face, and I was like, I did say something to them. I was like, come on, lads. I was like, look at the fucking state of you. It's just a bunch of like classic like valleys builders.
Yeah.
Right? And I just said, look at the state of you, mongs. Like he's cooler.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They didn't know what to say about that one, I think.
Wouldn't sit back and just take the fucking shit.
Think it, text it to a friend, but don't say it to their face,
Yeah. No, it's just fucking rude, man. Yeah, say it behind their back or text it to
behind their back. Yeah, behind their big friendly back.
Yeah. So when they turn around then thinking you're talking about them, you can just say, "Oh, not you, mate. My friend Dave. I have a friend Dave too." And yeah.
That was not a Down syndrome accent Jamie was doing. That was
it wasn't. No,
it was a mid Wales accent.
Yeah, but hang on, because in the script it actually says do this and speak it this way. No, he's actually giving me like a step-by-step guide as to how to say those words as well. Yeah, if he got stage notes and direction in the way I say it too.
You know what? He's right.
Yeah. It does,
He's right. I'll keep posting pictures of the scripts every now and then. People don't believe us, so I'll do it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Brett Brock is leaving.
Prove we are not responsible for anything that we say. We just actors.
No.
We just sort of actors practicing our craft,
Yeah, because if Keely walks in now, and my vodka tonic's not up to standard, and if I punch her right in the fucking stomach, like it ain't my fault. It's because it says in the script. So,
it says Jamie punches Keely right in the fucking stomach in the script. What are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We get one take. We don't get take after take. So it's kind of like live action acting.
Got to be done. Yeah, I mean, you've probably watched like a live episode of EastEnders or Corrie over the years. Yeah, you might have seen one live or two. Like they
they'll
don't
fluff a line or something.
Yeah.
They'll step over each other, and it's like, yeah,
carry
because it's
on a
live.
bit.
They've rehearsed, but in the moment, you know,
Yeah.
things can go wrong.
You're gonna get stuff like, but they pick themselves up and they carry on like nothing's happened, you know. So I will have to do it. I mean, if I end up punching her in the nose and giving her like a brain damage because of it, you know, sorry, things go wrong in live recordings.
Yeah, it's just we'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Go live is live. So that's my take on this.
Yeah, all caveats out the way. I agree with you.
Baby.
There we go.
Hell
Got a bit of air
yes.
going. Got a little bit of air running through the system, bleeding the old radiators.
Yeah, baby.
You
know, it's been nice today. Like late AM today has been nice to actually like fart without knowing you're gonna like shit yourself.
Being a connoisseur of shitting, yeah. When it's been a problem, and that first time it's like, oh,
yeah,
there's no problem. I can fart safely without it being a real issue.
You just chuck James Brown on. I feel good. I knew that I would now. That's what I was doing all day, just dancing around like a lunatic.
No shit.
And then that one fart catches you off guard, and you're like, oh.
Out of my ass.
Yeah.
So I was just making the background music a bit loud. I was listening. Glug, 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 glug.
Do it.
Last week's wine is finished.
Lucky.
And it is fucking horrible, but I'm just chugging it because it's there.
Well, you know, you got to be bitches be drinking, like, you know.
Not going to waste it.
Bitch drinking. Oh, Kitty just heard Hank. He was behind the door. Fuck him.
Fuck Hank. Fucking and punching.
Fucking and punching, baby. Hank Moody. Hey, I tell you what else. After I started watching it a couple of weeks ago. I finished watching Clarice as well. It's like a spin-off to Silence of the Lambs. It takes place like a year after the Silence of the Lambs, and Clarice is like going through the trauma of it all. It's worth a watch.
So I watched Hannibal, the series, right? But I know they did 3 seasons, but I only watched 2. And but this was like 9 years ago, and I watched 2 series, and the second finale was really good, and then I never watched the third one. It's one of them things that's on the back burner.
Carl, the second finale of Hannibal was probably
wild. I can't even remember, but I remember it just getting wild.
Ever seen in my life. It's just can you shut the door, please? I remember the first time I watched it, okay. I remember thinking this is one of the most, what were the words I used? It's one of the most beautifully macabre things I've ever seen in my life, because it was so horrific, but it was so like romanticized at the same time. Just the relationship.
That show was very stylish, wasn't it? It was very like it made him look really fucking cool and sophisticated. Yeah,
but it's like Hannibal's like fucking fighting skills in there was absolutely, because the season 2 of Hannibal, if you remember, the first season opened up as the season finale sort of ends.
Right.
So it's Jack Crawford walking to the door, and then him and Hannibal scrapping with the knives and shit in the kitchen. So it's Jack Crawford.
Yeah, we had good hand-to-hand fighting and all the knives. It was terrifying, wasn't it? It was just stronger, faster.
It was fucking bro. But I watched the season Hannibal like twice, I think now. It's definitely worth another watch.
I'll probably go and rewatch it, and then the third one. Sorry, tell me about Clarice. Is it newer then?
No, I was just gonna say, it's not as good as Hannibal, but it's worth a watch. Definitely worth a watch. But for the only reason why I mention it as well is because no, that's a lie. It's not the reason why I mentioned. We mentioned afterwards, but throughout the whole show of Clarice, they mention Buffalo Bill, but they don't mention Hannibal Lecter by name. They always they refer him to just as the psychiatrist, and that's for legal reasons, because of a potential Hannibal season 4 in the works. So they can't mention him by name for legal purposes, which is
right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
If you're a fan, you get the references. You know, you get what they're saying. Like they'll say, "Oh, him."
Because sometimes it takes stuff off Netflix, right? And I looked at my list the other day, and it's stuff. I'll watch I'm crazy that I'll watch something and I won't touch it for 4 years, and then I'll jump back in and watch a few episodes. Like the good high quality like new stuff, I will get through. Right, I'll watch it. Yeah. But there's a lot of shows that I never got to. I'll watch a couple of seasons and I won't watch anything for 5 years, and then I'll go back and watch a season. But I've got a lot of stuff like that in my list, like random shit.
I'm the same. I've got not a lot, but I've got the odd one or two fucking shows.
Well, I started in It's Always Sunny rewatch, right? I wanted to go through the whole thing. I think I got 4 series in and stopped, and that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah. We started to put them on in bed. Something to sort of watch in the background because
they're so easy to watch. They're like 22 minutes long.
Yeah, and it's like, isn't it like the longest running sitcom ever or some shit?
I think it's 15 now. There's a new, for whatever reason, I haven't watched it yet, but there's a new one on Netflix now. They've got 15, I think.
Yeah, I think
and it's over like 17 or 18 years because they took a couple of years off here and there.
It's a long fucking show, man.
And it's still quality. It could go up and down here and there, but overall, it's still quality. There's always, in every season, there's always a couple of really good fucking episodes, and then it's always high quality.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to watching that in the background because when my Sky expires now in May, it's just literally just gonna be fucking pretty much Netflix, Amazon, and Disney and iPlays and shit.
Yeah, that's what I've only got those 3 to be fair. I used your Sky for watch a couple of films. I started to watch Succession, but no, it's one of them things I'm gonna have to. I'll probably watch it later because I've not got a lot of time and I'm watching other shit. Yeah. And it is one of them things I really want to sit down and watch.
Yeah. So funny, it's so stylized.
Yeah, I think I watched 2 episodes, but it's a good start. It looks great, right up my alley. So I've heard nothing but good things. Is there like 3 seasons now or something?
Yeah, 3 seasons out now. I think they're filming season 4 this year or some shit.
There we go. I'll get on that. Maybe I'll watch it when I go away or something. I can bang through it.
Go for it, brother.
But so I did just pick some earwax out and check it is out on my finger there. That's what I did.
I love it.
I did it earlier. I was hooking out some great shit. It was like I was digging a fucking trench. Just like I had some great stuff coming out of there earlier.
Some good gunky shit. I love it.
And I tell you what it tastes like. I haven't been tasting it now, but when I do, it tastes like the leaves off an evergreen tree. And I don't know why I know what that tastes like either. I must have tried to eat that at some point as a kid. It's like waxy, obviously. It's fucking in wax.
Yeah. Are they them small green little leaves? Yeah, the really small green leaves. They're quite thick.
Yeah. That's it. Basically like a Christmas tree, like a is it deciduous? I don't fucking know anything about plants. Green, evergreen. You know.
Green. You mean a leaf? One of them. I know what you mean.
But like, it's got a leaf like this. You know, it's green. Yeah, I must have tried to eat them as a kid. Like, or you play with it and then it's on your hands and you pick your nose and then you realize, it's wax.
Yeah. Anything of the sort. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm the same. If my ears are blocked, I like to put my fingers in. I like to see what I pulled out. I want to get one of them. They're like little you can unblock your own ears now. There's like a stick with like a light and a camera on, and it's an app that syncs to your phone. Have you seen that?
Yeah. No, I've not, but it's fucking. I know you're not supposed to put anything in there.
Yeah, you can't put fuck all in there. But the
years ago, it's used cotton buds, but they're for the outside bits. But everyone's using to stick them in.
Yeah, you're not supposed to stick them fucking in. Yeah,
because it impacts everything. And years ago, when I first went to Brazil, I went swimming in the sea, right? And I was deaf for like 3 months when I come home. Because what it had done, the water had gone in, got underneath the wax, trapped it in like a pocket, and then the wax was on top. And then I tried digging it out, and it impacted. So I never went to the fucking doctor. Of course, I was just deaf for months.
just fucking left. Yeah.
I started treating it with olive oil. So you pour olive oil in every night.
Yeah.
And it eventually soaks in, and then it makes it soft. And eventually, because it's also slippy, it will come out. And then you'll wake up on the pillow and there's a big fucking plug of it. Like, Jesus.
A big gun fucking wax, yeah. Because your little finger, you're not supposed to put anything wider.
I know, but I do because it starts getting itchy. So I'm like, sometimes I'll dig a couple of. Or another dangerous thing is like I started putting
I love
the back of a safety pin in there, and you get the circle bit and like hooking it out, but then it plugs up the little circle full of wax, so it feels like I'm doing something, and it's thin. So I don't know.
Yeah,
screwdrivers have got in there, if I'm honest. And then some days it's like, oh fuck, I nearly burst my eardrum.
Your fucking eardrum. But the feeling of that wax is coming out is just incredible, isn't it? It's just
my god, it's like taking an ear shit, I guess.
It's like when you go to the doctors and they stick that fucking warm water blast down your ear to get them all like the wax to drain out. It's fucking beautiful stuff. The feel of it is just fucking sensational. It's so beautiful. It just runs down your face. It's all warm and great sensation, baby.
I'm talking about great sensations, like shitting out of my head with some earwax.
Good vibrations.
Coming out of my head.
And that is my impression of a acid binge gone fucking wrong 30 years later.
This is my impression of this is my impression of Brian Wilson now.
Yeah. Play something, Brian. Play something.
If you just isolated his track live, it'd just be.
And the whales would come.
Yeah, and everyone else is just playing, and then the whales come. Exactly.
Yeah, doom, 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 doom. The poor fucking bastard, eh?
No, this was like 20. I want to say 2014 when I saw him in Portsmouth, and that I knew he was being manipulated then. And then I went down this Wikipedia rabbit hole. It'd been going on for 30 years. Right. He's been being ripped off.
Yeah. Poor old cunt. Poor old bastard. Old Bri. Good old Bri. But I bet there's been multiple musicians, actors, actresses over the fucking years, though, that have been in the same position, man. Just fucking people just taking advantage of them because they're on fucking drugs or too much alcohol or whatever the fuck they're on. It's kind of like, yeah, just wake up and out you go, do your bit, and
get out there. I'm taking 75% of your salary. Just get out there, go and do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, it happens a lot, doesn't it? It happens a lot with the great and powerful Joe Rogan did an interview with a Jewel. I never really knew much about her, the singer Jewel, but it's a really good interview in the end. Like she got really famous years back out of nothing. She was like a little open mic guitarist and singer. She got really famous. Did this record deal where she ended up, because they didn't think she was going to make it, she ended up making this deal where she made all the money. All the money. And her mum was basically looked after her money. And it turns out her mum was stealing from her for years. She went to buy something because she was always, even when she was a multi-millionaire, she was always very simple. I just want a little house and a little car. I don't want a big anything flash. I don't want to be a big star.
Yeah.
But one day she thought she wanted to go and buy something. So she went to her and said, I want to buy this for the 2 million or whatever. And they went, we can't afford it. She's like, what do you mean we can't afford it? I'm like, I've got $25 million. And they had spent all the money and more. All of it. Like her own mum, like buying shit. And she never even took her to court or anything. She just said eventually just walked away from it and don't talk to her mum.
Shit, like, no, Jewel. The name sounds fucking familiar.
It was like it wasn't nothing. It was like $20 million or something like that.
Yeah, but how wouldn't you like for me the question would be, how didn't you see your mother spending all this money over the years? Because surely
she wasn't doing it in front. She wasn't doing it in front of her. She was just buying houses and shit.
Okay, so
she wasn't walking around in a fur coat like Goodfellas. It was just like the money was just going, and she was a junkie, and she had like weird boyfriends, so she's probably just giving other people money.
That makes fucking sense. So she was buying like real estate stuff, like miles from where they live, probably. So they probably still lived in like a modest little house and drove a modest little car and whatever. But in the background, she was living the life of fucking. Okay, so she didn't see no signals that her mother was skimming or living outside her means.
That's why you can't have family fucking working with you like that. I know not everyone's like it, but I would never get it. I'd get a business manager that fucking has a really good reputation, do you know what I mean? Not just some random person either. And then but it happens all the time with rich people, with like celebrities and stuff. They'll hire some fucking guy and they'll just manage everything. They're like, I don't even know how much I make or whatever it is. You just phone them up, go, can I buy this? Yeah, great, we'll buy it. Because there's so much money and tax shit happening all over the place. It's just, it's wild. Some people just don't get a handle on it. I think I would want monthly ins and outs coming to my email though. I'll go, just send it to me as well. I won't check it all the time. It'll be like, so I know. Yeah, how much have I got in the bank at the end of this month that I can spend? So you you can see it happening.
What's my income for this month? Yeah,
and then you test it quite quickly. Go, I want to buy this for $500,000, and hopefully they'll say yes. And if they don't, you want to go, where's that then? Where's my money?
Yeah. Yeah. What you do, you hire two people and you don't tell the other about what's what. And then every quarter or something, you say, right, give me this information. You give that to an independent person and they say, right, I got 2 reports there, which one's correct based on the amount of money I've got coming in.
Someone
and then
to audit it, yeah.
Sniff those fuckers out.
I guess you just trusted her own mum though for years.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't you trust your own fucking mum? One of the fucking rare people you can actually trust in life when they're skimming. She's a hoe. She's a smackhead. The mother I've always wanted. Crazy, mum.
Yeah, Kelly agrees. Yeah, it was really good. It was one of those things I looked at because there's quite a lot of Rogan episodes I look at and I think, nah. And sometimes I'll just click on it, and then often you get like a jewel in the rough, right? You get like, oh, actually, it's a really interesting chat. So yeah, no, it's a good one to listen to. But it's just the amount of fucking theft that wherever there's money, there's going to be some sort of dodgy shit somewhere. If you're a multi-million actor, someone somewhere is skimming something, even if it's like $500 a month somewhere. Someone in your team, in your house, someone's taking the piss.
Yeah, someone's going to be skimming. Didn't fucking Johnny Depp have a problem years ago with his production company? I don't know if it was to do with his family skimming or someone working for him and the family was skimming, but there was some fucking financial problems there. Some greedy cunt just fucking taking from the top.
Yeah, but then the other problem when you get rich, the other problem is you get people coming out the woodwork. You get family members. You get fucking, you should buy me a house, and then you'll get old friends coming out the fucking woodwork. Oh, how are you doing, mate? Like.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you're doing well. Could you just lend me?
Starts off with like 50 or 100 quid or something, and yeah.
And you'd want to help people, right? But then it's always like
Yeah. Your mic's off. Mic.
Well, there we go.
There we go.
There we go. They're never going to pay you back, and it will just get crazy. But if I'm a billionaire though and someone steals money, I'd just have them killed. You've got enough money to get away with it. You put it through enough people and shell companies and mercenaries, and then 5 years later, so it's just away from it. It's not close.
Yeah. There's a message there to Russian oligarchs. It's not too late. If I was a billionaire, my money was being fucking stolen, I'd have that fucker killed. It's a clear message to the Russian oligarchs. That assassination ploy was written by Brett Brock and produced by Matt Napo. Just cover
approved by Matt Napo, written by Brett Brock and Brett Brock only. We are merely voice and face actors for the Brock and Napo empire.
Yeah.
Especially the retarded Wales bit. That's not okay. It's not safe to even use that word. Wales.
No, can't use Wales in the wrong context. As Craig John Snow says,
it's offensive.
Wales, not Wales.
That is what he says.
Wales, not Wales, baby. Sweet doggy dog, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. She grew up and got herself out of being homeless. That's right. I got a lot of respect for people who just, they got a talent. But for everyone that makes it, there's 500,000 that don't. So it's just it's nice when you hear someone that seems to be a nice person just got a bit of a talent and they actually do well. I like that.
Brock's kind of message, wasn't it, on the podathon? Because he came in at the time we started to have the second time he came on, it was where we started to have some singers on from Nashville, wasn't it? And he was talking about basically Nashville is like, where musicians ultimately will come to die. It's kind of like the Las Vegas for like fucking people the American dream, like
LA for actresses, right?
Yeah.
So you're getting 70,000 actresses moving to LA every fucking year, and 2 of them will make it.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. So he's just speaking the truth, being from Nashville and knows the ropes and whatever. And these people are like, oh, well, I got a record deal. It's like, good for you, but
fair play. You got to try, ain't you? And even the people that never really make it, if they're happy and they can survive doing it, they can make a few quid here and there. It's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
just
even if you get a record deal, it doesn't mean initially you're set there, because you're probably getting completely fucking financially.
you're probably getting bent over the table these days. You're not making any money, and what money you do make, the company's making fucking 80% of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got your Taylor Swift
And
and
then-
say,
and then-
fuck you, I'm gonna rewrite
and
my
they'll
song.
They'll drop you in a second as well. So it's like and someone else comes along. So yeah, it's that must be a fucking tough business. It's all tough, really. All of it, acting, comedy, music. It's all tough.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is tough as fuck. Tough as whales.
If anyone complains, yes, it's harder than working down the mines or being a policeman or being a deep sea fisherman or being a soldier. It's hard. It's harder than all those things.
Completely agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Soldiers don't know what it's like to stand on stage with a mic or a guitar and have things thrown at them and being heckled. They didn't know what that's like.
No, because normally if it's a 14-year-old boy that's going, haha, they can just shoot him in the face and not tell anyone.
Achbati, you motherfucker. That's pretty much what they do. Pigs. Dirty pigs.
And if you end up with getting a leg blown off in the Middle East, you knew what you're getting into. Into.
Yeah, they're great prosthetics this day and age. I wouldn't worry about too much about it. It's fine.
Yeah, better ones. You can get those. What's his face from South Africa?
Oscar Pistorius.
Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying his name was Boing Boing Boing. You know what I meant? The leg things.
The blade things. Yeah.
I saw some guy run on them. He didn't have prosthetics. He was just a normal guy, but he had some stilt versions of them years back at Southampton, and he ran past me on this big hill coming out of the university, and he was fucking moving. He was just like boing 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 boing. It's crazy shit.
I've seen them on fucking YouTube. They were crazy. I remember thinking I would love to try those fucking things. They go on kind of like rollerblade or something. Just
but I'd get run over. I'd take 3 steps and just fucking tumble out in front of a lorry.
Yeah, that'd be great though. I mean, even getting hit by the lorry,
oh my god, the sweet release of death. You're kidding me at this point?
Yeah. We're all looking forward to it. That's exactly what I was like on Tuesday night, just waiting for death to come. Just take me.
Yeah, I always think about it. You driving or you look at the Central Reservation, you think I could just pull into that. You walk by a cliff, you think I could just walk off the edge. What happens if I just walk off the edge? Who cares?
Yeah. Okay. You could go through the long game and just share a needle with a homeless person and maybe get AIDS. But that's the long game, though. That's just a rough path to go down. I suppose.
I suppose. Well, yeah, I guess because AIDS isn't dangerous, it probably would take a long time to die. You'd have to stop all your meds.
Yeah.
And then it might take 3 years.
Don't take meds. Just share a needle with a junkie and just a homeless junkie and just don't get tested.
It could take 5-6 years still, You still take a long time and then it just hits you and then your hair falls out. You look like a little bird.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to Matt Napo.
That's what happened to my auntie. And then I didn't go and talk to her.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
my Auntie Sue.
Auntie Sue. My name is Sue. How do you do?
Dead. How are you? And they told us it was leukemia.
Yeah. Shit, no. What football team do you and your family support? I'm gonna go somewhere with this.
I support Tottenham Hotspur.
Tottenham. Maybe she was a West Ham fan and it was just less embarrassing to say she died of AIDS.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. They were trying to look after you, I think.
Like this bitch.
Yeah. This West Ham fucking slag. It's good how we can just sit down and talk about relatives dying of AIDS and stuff. It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, my family will probably never see this one. Probably, right?
Yeah. Well, who knows? The internet's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I know. Well, they've seen. I know my mum's seen one podcast I did with chopping, so I know they saw that one.
I can get my body pop. Sorry, go on. No, I just remembered I put beer in the freezer, 4 cans ages ago.
Get it out before it pops, right?
Yeah. Go on. What was you saying about your mum? She watched a podcast.
Well, my mum and my dad must have watched it because they must have seen it come up on Facebook, and they're like, yeah. They were like, "Oh, what's that thing you did on the internet? That like virtual thing."
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit!" So they might have seen some more. But this one, they don't know about this one though.
Yeah, this one's different though. It's never going to be allowed out in public. It's just for us. This is
for us, Chrissy, Kat, and Kelly.
Yeah,
it's an orgy. Oh, sorry, I'm just watching the beer I'm pour out. I wasn't saying anything. I was just staring at that. I was like, oh,
nice. That's a beautiful can of Stella you're pouring into that glass, Carl.
Pint in it as well. One of the pints.
Pint in it, bruv. Yeah, no way your parents are gonna watch this episode. I was just thinking, right? Because I know Kat, because she's always on Twitter posting up like a cocktail of the day when she's watching podcasts and stuff. But
yeah,
it was kind of, it just struck me like I think it was yesterday, the day before. I just thought, hang on now. I think she posted up another drink she was drinking. I was like, she was so curious about what we was drinking when we got together, and it's like, you know, the cocktail she fucking makes on a daily basis is like,
we were drinking vodka and tonic. There was some limes in it.
Vodka and tonic. I think we done a couple of like vodka martinis, didn't we? Rosso vermouth martinis we done.
Oh, those fucking, they were nice. Yeah, but I could at that point of the night I don't know what was happening, but we had something in a glass.
And I think I was
that's
like,
right. I remember now.
Yeah, it's like you fucking make all these great weird concoctions.
Let me write a quick banger here. We're gonna have what we want to do is let me just write this. We want to set you guys a challenge, and it seems to be the right time to do it. So everyone that's watching, everyone that watches later, share it on Twitter and all that stuff. Jamie, we talked about this the other day. I don't know if you remember. We thought what we could do, we could get the people who listen or watch, to invent a cocktail, right, for this show.
Yes.
And it can be anything. Don't make it too complicated because we want to recreate it. So what we'll do, all of you, go and think about a cocktail. Go and make it. Test it out. Try and make it unique, but not too crazy because I don't want to be buying all kinds of crazy shit. Name it after some this Dykes Mann, Yikes and Damn, one of whatever, right?
Your own fucking concoction. Come up with your own fucking name.
Your own concoction. I mean, it's probably been done, but what you think is your own concoction, milk and Bacardi or whatever. I have done that. It's not good. Curdles. But then if you do that at some point in the future, we'll make it. Obviously, if it's good, and we'll drink it for a whole episode. It probably won't be next week.
Show. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Over the next couple of weeks, maybe. Yeah, that's a good one. I like it. Yeah, and you can maybe like hashtag it at us as well. So at us, hashtag it, hash us in it.
So,
and then,
ODAM cocktails, right? ODAM cocktails. That'll be the hashtag, and hashtag that on Twitter or Instagram or whatnot. ODAM cocktails, and come up with a few ideas. Let us know, but whenever, next week, the week after, take your time, and then name it, and then we'll try it out. And if we like it, we'll make it an official cocktail of the show. And I don't know what else. The next step, maybe we could talk about prizes. We don't have any prizes. Maybe one day in the future, we can get something to you, right? Whatever that might be.
Yeah.
So there's no.
Maybe we'll do like once a month. We will like do that like cocktail challenge, and we'll just like do it for the whole episode, and then you've got like a couple of weeks. We've got like a month then to like for someone else to come up with another concoction, and then just keep on the scoreboard because
month, 2 months.
We'll buy all this shit every week, but we could
exactly. So we don't do anything too crazy. I'm around for a few weeks and then I'm going to be away for a few weeks or maybe more. So I don't know what I can get basically in Brazil, going in Brazil for a little while. I can get vodka. I can get cachaça. If you can get Brazilian cachaça, that's what, Jamie, I'll bring you a bottle back.
Amazing. You mentioned the other day. Amazing.
Yeah, just it's a sweet fucking. It's not great. It's not nice on its own at all, but with ice and a bunch of fruit, perfect.
Beautiful.
Way cocktail challenge, Odam cocktails, and just take a week, 2 weeks, whatever. Come back to us, tweet it, and we'll talk about it when we get we don't want just one entry because we know Kat's going to be able to do one. If we can get a couple of you at least to do one, and then we'll we'll make it. Maybe even in person, maybe not, but we'll make it and drink.
Yeah. Make it, drink it, have fun with it, fucking enjoy it, and be on our merry way, motherfuckers.
Yeah, maybe you can call in and tell us about it when we do make it as well. We'll figure something out. It's all vague, but we want to. We're going to start interacting with you guys a bit more.
What we'll do, maybe for the winner of the cocktail, we'll dish out like a stream, a link, and they can come on and talk to us about how they come up with the cocktail, what they think it tastes like, and that'll be a good, better way of doing it. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll all have a drink together. But don't be weird about it, or we'll just never talk to you again.
Burn the podcast.
Yeah, we'll burn the podcast. We'll run away. We'll just walk around in blackface for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, just
because it's something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, not just in the nighttime in the privacy of our own homes in shame. We'll just do it like in public all day, every day.
Yeah, but really well done. So no one will know.
No one will know except me.
I'm in a singing mood, Rachel. I just my dog. No one will know if you just touch me again like that.
Touch me, just buy me a MacBook, you fucking pig.
Okay, you can fuck me.
You Bill Cosby sympathizer. Bless his cotton socks, motherfucker. If she hasn't got those freaking beers out the freaking freezer, I'm gonna punch her in the freaking nose.
I think it's fair if you did that.
Yeah, I think so too. Matrix. Hey John. Commando. That's gonna be one for the movie-thon thing we do. Yeah, Commando is going to be on the list as well. But that's the other thing that's coming very soon, children, is the movie-thon between myself, Carl Mann, and Brett Brock. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we got to test out tech and logistics and all that shit. We think we can probably do it, but we've got to figure it out. In the next, don't worry about the dates that are on the Last Rights channel at the moment. What I'm doing is just pushing it. I'm going, we're not doing that now. I'll throw it to next week. So none of that exists. So there probably won't be one in the next day or two. There might be a couple of episodes coming out, but yeah, Brock we'll get Brock on. We'll do the Predator thing, get all that done, and ultimately, train Jamie's family to understand this is work and not just a hangout.
Cling, cling, clang, clang, cling,
blonk,
cling, blonk, 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 blonk. Yeah, it's gonna be. Like you said, we can. Don't put your finger up to me. Only up my asshole. Yeah, but like you said, we can just have a call and we can just have a little between us, and we can just basically chuck something on YouTube, and we can just talk, do this, and then just to play around with it and figure it out. I'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll. Oh God, I can't do anything here. There we go. Oh my God, my computer's so slow. Let me just bring this down. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I know we keep saying we'll figure stuff out, but we'll gradually get there, and in by the time we hit our 25th episodes, we'll have stuff up and running. But it'll just take some time. We'll get some more interviews into. We won't say who, but we've got some good guests that we're thinking of trying to get on, and actually some have already agreed. We just need to figure out times. Yeah, so over the next month or whatnot, you will see some new faces.
Yeah, we didn't want to reach out state. I know we had Inman on last week, but we thought after the fucking headache with the time. I know it was only an hour time difference with the clocks going back, but then you got to factor in the actual time. It's a fucking pain in the ass. So the Sunday this week, the 27th of March, the clocks are going to be going back for us. So everything will be back to normal. Then it'll just be the standard fucking 5 hours either side time without factoring daylight savings. So it's going to be
Maylin is going to get. Maylin's going to do a little calendar thing for us so we can send to guests, and we're going to get like a proper booking system in, and it will all be set up a little bit better. We're going to have a lot of guests on this year, basically. Not every episode, but often.
It's going to fucking snowball. Because the idea, I mean, remember, like just before Christmas, after you, me, and the dog started, three of us getting our heads together over just chinwagging and talking shit, when things start to escalate a bit, we said it'd be great just to fucking build up a podcast and do something by the end of this year. And that's we are the foundation level now of doing that, really. Well, the foundation level was us doing what the fuck we was doing on your podcast. Like, it was Pork Chronicle stuff. And then we started to do this. And this is the foundation of what we're looking to do now. Hopefully by the end of this year, it's going to be fucking where we want it to go, in the right trajectory.
Exactly. Like, take a year to get our foot in, and even last rates, like that's going to change. That's going to have different stuff on there as well. And over a year, I want them both to be different and doing different things and interesting and funny. But give us some time. Every little baby step, better equipment, better spaces. I'm going to have some weird temporary spaces soon, but then I'll have a proper setup. Every couple of months I'll have a new little toy to play with, and it isn't just things to shove up my ass. Cameras, lighting, 2 cameras, all that shit.
There's so many of them you can buy, and they burn down. And we got a more in-person podcast as well. Carl's going to come here. I'm going to go to his. Whatever the fuck he's going to be.
I don't know.
A train ride or a bus ride away. Well, we can sort that shit out. I don't know, unless he's moving abroad. Maybe.
No. I'll be somewhere permanent in the UK by. I mean, we're already in spring, right? By the summer, I'll be somewhere permanent in the UK for sure, and wherever that is. I've got 3 or 4 cities that I'm currently choosing from, but because I'm mentally ill, I'll go to a city and go, I could live here, and then that'll jump up the list. So when I'm away in a few weeks, I will get my head around all that shit. When I'm sat on a beach drinking a cocktail in Brazil, I'll think about all that shit, and I'll figure out where I'm going to be. But it'll be in England somewhere.
Yeah. No, I love that little fucking bit of philosophy. It's great because you've got the freedom to throw some darts. I'm going to go here and try this out.
Because I was smart enough to kill my wife and kids 15 years ago. They're under the fucking patio, dude. I can do what I want.
I know, they're under the patio. But unlike you and Chris Benoit, I never had that drive in life. I never had that drive. It's a flaw in my life. I can never let myself, forget I'm a weak individual for not doing that.
You could have just you fuck her first, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
nice weekend, but then make it all nice, and then when she's not looking, beat her over the head with a brick, and that's the wife done. And then the kids, they're easy, they're small. I know they're growing up. They're still small.
Fucking simple.
I've met them. They're small enough. You could literally go, listen, get in the car. We're going on holiday to a caravan. Just me and you. Your mum's at work. Don't worry where she is. Yeah. We'll drive to the caravan and then just, pills and booze. They'll go to sleep.
Boom, boom. Yeah.
Drop them in the oil tank. They get degloved when they get pulled out eventually. But you don't have to worry about that. Say it was some hip hop guy.
A hip hop dude or spiritual awakening or some shit. Yeah, it was just some religious.
Then you can finally achieve your dreams and just you can do as I do.
Yeah, just does as Carl does. Just do as Carl does, baby. I know there's a bit of there's a thing about only babies have a soft spot in their skull, but not if you hit it hard enough, Carl. Everyone has a soft spot at the back of their skull.
I think mine's all mushy at the back.
Yeah. So if I play, basically crowbar plus force plus trauma plus skull equals freedom. Freedom.
I won't let you down.
Free bums. I will make you come. Free bum. I will make you come.
Gonna put an ice cube in my ass.
George Michael and the Cockbenders. Beautiful.
I forget how wild it was that it was front page news that he got caught being gay. In LA in 93, it was like George Michael found being gay in an LA toilet. It's like now it's like, yeah, that's just normal, I guess.
Yeah. Found being gay, Hampstead Heath or was a bit.
Well, they used to do it to like Tory MPs in the 90s, like gay MP found on Hampstead Heath. It's like he's just gay, man.
Yeah,
he's hiding because the Sun puts it on the front page.
Yeah,
yeah.
He might have been in the fucking woods, with other fucking guys when he was married, but that's his business and his wife to sort out.
Kevin Spacey as well, right? Didn't he have because he moved to England and managed the Old Vic or something for a year. I don't know if you remember.
Right,
that.
The Bristol Vic.
He had some rumours about how it's always Hampstead Heath as well, isn't it? It's like that's where the gays go.
Hampstead Heath. Mate, some fucking crazy stories about Kevin Spacey though, wasn't it? Like with him and that what's the director name he was caught up with? One of his Unusual Suspects. Brett fuck. Can't remember his name.
Matt Bappo reporting for you. Oh, Jamie, we've got a problem in the chat room.
Go on. Yeah. Oh, okay. There he is. There's old Scott Curtis. What's he got to say? Oh, hang
on. Let me go back. Are you going to 69?
Are you guys going to 69?
What do you mean? Are we gonna? We slept in the same room like a month ago.
Listen, Scott. Me and Carl slept on the same couch together, and it was a beautiful night.
And neither one of us remember how that ended. There was a video of me playing with his dog's balls and filming it, and I didn't remember that. And I'm admitting it on a podcast.
Look at those nuts! Look at those balls!
yeah. Now I didn't remember that until when he told me. I was like, that can't be true. That can't be true. And then I remembered. And then, so I was playing with his dog. So we could have sucked each other off. Who knows? You report us for abuse. I'll report you for being a bald cunt that ruined the podathon. See, now I'm starting.
A bastard who came on the podathon and decided to ruin my fucking, my time to shine.
And as well as Mr. Squirtis, Matt Bappo is reporting for abuse. So we've heard of the local Long Island legend that sleeps with all the women at his gigs, Matt Napo, who made it that's in the local news. Matt Napo. Now it's Matt Bappo.
Matt Bappo
keeps changing his name because he keeps getting new identities to hide from his previous crimes. Now it's my name's not Mapo, it's Bappo.
Mapo, yeah. Bappo.
We didn't burn her.
We didn't burn him. Yeah. I'm looking for a boy. Puffy.
Puffy. I was in a war. I met boys like you, and we soon put paid to your kind.
Yeah, what a fucking sketch that is, though. Incredible.
Matt Napo is in front of the bits. The bits of the ladies at Long Island gigs.
Yeah, he's always in front of the bits.
I bet you are. A moderator, listen, Kat, we can, if I figure out how, we can make you a moderator one day to take care of these absolute monsters.
Yeah, you can do it. Be a moderator. I nominate Kat to be a moderator, but only if she's going to make fucking some decent cocktails and, share the love.
Okay, yeah, we'll get excited now. Don't worry about it, Christina. We might just make Mind Dog 8 hours. Listen, if anyone missed it, there's a cocktail challenge. You're going to hashtag ODAM cocktail. You're going to invent a cocktail based on this show, name it, and at any time in the next 2 weeks, tweet it, send it out to us, and we will make it on the show, as long as it's not too crazy. It's basically got about 3 ingredients and easy to get.
Christina's going to make it from like lizard oils and stuff and scales, like shedded snakeskin, no doubt.
I do good. What accents was I doing? I can't remember doing it. Was I doing accents?
I think you did. Oh no, you did. You did something. You did. I
don't remember.
Napo.
Look at those ladies, eh? It's not an accent. That's just what he sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an accent. Yeah, it's the one. Yeah.
Matt Bappo is what Matt Napo called his jack off sock. Yeah, but what's Matt Mapo with an M? Matt Mapo was also an alter ego. So what does he do?
Matt Napo.
Recently I've stopped watching porn, but now I'm getting into war porn, just watching Russians die in the snow with their tongues out.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, I've moved away from watching. Moved away from watching 17-year-old girls suck men off and pretending I'm being called daddy, and now I'm just wanking into a sock to Sam Fender.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Yeah. Hypersonic missiles? No.
Yeah.
That's something I thought of today.
That's a good one. I like it.
It is a good one, but it's yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Matt Napo is dating Cat and Steve.
Cat Stevens.
Bappo's wanking into a sock. Mapo.
Yeah. Bappo.
Of course, Christina. Of course, you're going to use snake cum and drugs. Of course, because all you have in your house are opiates and reptiles.
Yeah. Opiates, reptiles, and a dislike for men who are pigs. Christina, I had a hell of a chat to her the morning after the first fucking 20-hour stint. She was cool, man. Yeah,
we know you're in, Kat, because you make the best cocktails. The true way to stand out, but I don't know what that means, Kelly. You got to get off that stuff off the braid. He cleans the sack, so Matt Bappo cleans the sock. That's fair.
Sock, but does he put it under a tap and just like turn it inside out and then just like strain it, or is he just basically chuck it in the washing machine? Or
you got the fluffer, you got the action man. Yeah. So Napo's the fluffer, Bappo's the action man, and Mapo is the aftermath.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's plausible to me. I think Scott's seen it, but the sounds of it, Scott's seen it firsthand. Yeah.
His comments are going crazy now. Cat has Steve and the dog thought cats and dogs hate each other. That's racist.
Bitch rivalry and racism. Yeah, cool. In one thing. Yeah.
I'm not seeing all of Scott Burtis' comments. Let me try. Can you see that one, Matt?
Yeah,
I don't know.
He cleans the sock. Scott.
Maybe
Burtis.
YouTube's. Oh God! I just did what I haven't
Curtis,
done.
not Curtis.
I've just done what I haven't done since I was a child, and no, it's not been fucked by a friend of my granddad. I burped and then inhaled the burp up my nose. I remember doing that.
Horrible. Yeah, and
I remember doing that like a party. I'd drink like cherry Coke too fast when I was 9.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and then you were burping and it'd go up and it would But I've just done that with lager. It's not very nice.
Yeah, if it's like almost like getting bled on by a fucking alien. It's really acidic. It just burns like shit. Yeah. Well, that's
your life is snake cum, opiates and gropey cunts. Christina, listen, you need to start just going out with knives, out the gropey cunts. Don't worry about what they say. What are they going to do?
Yeah,
we'll take them on behind the clits.
The clits podcast. I like that. Yeah, behind the clits. Yeah, and Grind Dog TV. Yeah, Grind Dog is a new production by
this is part of Grind Dog. By the way, can we just reassert, as you can see down the bottom, every word we say is scripted by Brett Brock, and it's approved by Matt Napo, Bappo, and Mapo.
Yeah, it's a fact. These things, Brock and Napo, Brappo. Yeah, come on, guys, pull the pieces together, motherfuckers.
Let's change that one to reflect these new identities. So it's Napo,
Clits,
Bappo, and the other one,
Mapo, Rapist Whip, and Scott Burtis.
Exactly. Do you know what? Do you know how? I'm out of breath from like clicking through those comments because we suddenly had like a raft of comments.
Ding,
like,
ding, yeah.
I've got to move my arm. So now I'm just relaxing with a beer. I'm just going to relax with a beer.
Fucking chillax with a beer, brother. Just act like the Penguin from the Batman film, which I've never seen yet, but just act like him. Just do your thing.
What are you doing over here? So Napo, we were saying earlier that part of my impression of you goes into the original Penguin from the Adam West stuff. So it's like, hey, what you doing? I'll defend Cosby, but hate Rogan. Right, but then the new Penguin in the Batman film that's just come out, he's more of a mob boss, you know? Get over here. So I think that's your dad, and you are the original Penguin.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
It sounds right, that is. Yeah, it sounds good. I like that. There's a timeline there. You can follow it back and it makes fucking perfect sense.
some sort of time loop shit. You know,
Time
I'll just
loop.
pour one of these.
Yeah, you pour one of them. I'm gonna mess one of my stupid kids now just to get me another one in a minute. But I'm okay for the moment though. I'm sipping
Good.
along.
There we go.
I'm taking it easy. This is the first day I've drunk in like 24 hours, so I'm taking it.
I'm proud of you. Can we just reaffirm that Jamie took 24 hours off of drinking, which is it's once a decade,
isn't it? Oh, 24 hours, yeah.
18, you prick.
It's nearly 48.
Was it? Nearly 48 hours
Yeah.
off the booze. Oh, nearly
You
48 hours.
You better get another bottle of wine. He nearly fell off his chair.
Yeah. Was it really fucking 48 hours?
My entire.
Shit.
Monday, you didn't drink Tuesday.
Wow. I've been there, man.
Oh,
I've
did
been
you?
there.
No.
Oh, you had a couple Tuesday. You didn't drink Wednesday.
I
and
can find it.
Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday,
Shit, yeah. 48 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
48 hours.
Me and
I'm
Scott can
chuffed.
find it. So you didn't know he took 2 days off of booze. That's what I thought because I was saying yesterday you had a couple of days spewing.
Yeah. Yeah. I had 2 days off the but I shocked myself. I lied to myself and told me it was less time than it was, but okay.
I don't know. Napo said he can't see Scott's. Let me just pop to the stream a second.
Are they coming off different things? Is Scott?
No,
on
they're all on.
Facebook?
They're
Are they
all on.
YouTube?
They're all on YouTube. So and all the comments on my stream that I can see live, all the comments are showing. So it's YouTube had a weird thing at Coffee of the Dog yesterday. Different people seeing different shit. So I think it could be a cyber attack, but YouTube's having a few issues. But as long as you can hear us and see us,
Because they've been owned by Russia.
oh yeah, there we go. Maybe some of you are just looking at Top Chat. That's right. Because sometimes when I watch streams, it pre-filters it, right? And then it'll be the Top Chat will be all the stuff about the retarded whales and the cum snake cocktails, right? That's got to be at the top, and then the rest of it might get lost.
Yeah, the good stuff. The good stuff. Now I'm angry. You spelled hungry wrong. He means hungry.
You spell old wrong.
Old. Now I'm old and hungry. Come on, you senile old bastard. Where's the fucking MacBooks, you cunt? Dirty words.
Oh, okay, because you guys are swearing in the comments. That's why, right? You'll be in a bunch of
right.
zoots.
Okay.
That's why. So YouTube is going like, we're not going to show this. You got to filter it because you guys are getting wild tonight. Bot Burtis. I like Scott. Scott, can I just say you and Jamie did absolutely fool me on the podathon because I was I don't know what hour that was. I was tired. I was out of it, and I did fall for the thing.
6 p.m. our time, I think. Something like that.
90 seconds to 4 minutes. I was in and out. Is it real? Is it not? And then I saw a little smirk happen on someone's face, and I was like, I know what's going on.
I watched it back once or twice to find the cracks, and I could see little like things on your face where you just sitting there going like, and you could see you did actually feel really, you looked uncomfortable. Like
the first couple of minutes I was uncomfortable, but then I was fucking around as well. But it was because
at one point you went, should I stay? Is it no? You stay and moderate.
Well, no, you shouldn't be using it either, dude. Look at you, man. By the way, Scott, can I just ask you 2 questions? Would you at some point come on this podcast, and would you at some point come on the Last Rights podcast, which is basically this podcast without blazers? And
yeah. And would you come inside me and Carl? Definitely.
Yeah. Can you fuck us as well?
Yeah. We could do it virtually. We
please.
can use a 3D printer to print one of your penises.
We'll print one of your penises through a 3D printer, and then we'll just suck it over it.
Yeah, right. Only one because we do want one each. We're not greedy.
No, I wasn't comfortable. I got to read these comments before I bring them up. Bucks. Listen, somebody make a note because not that notebook, this notebook, the white notebook, right? Not the black notebook. The black notebook is for other things. Yeah. Oh, look how full of shit this is, and it's stuff I'd never look at this, and it's all drunken podcast notes.
It's just gonna
50
go
pages in.
Hand it on
I'm
to
going to
a
write now.
fucking book.
If I write Scott
Penny.
Curtis will suck us off.
Yeah.
TLR Odam. If I write
God.
the last rates, Odam suck.
Yeah.
See, all my notes look like, even if I'm not fucking around, all my notes forever just look like that. Scott Curtis, TLR, Odam, suck, agreed. Right?
Yeah.
Even when I do a gig, this. Wait a minute. This is what all my notes look like. I draw a dick, and then I write.
It looks like
Yeah, here we go. Here's a gig I did the other night, and I'll just read a couple of bullet points if I can find it. Jesus Christ, here, a couple of bullet points, right? Colin Cancer.
Yeah.
AIDS.
Yeah.
Right. Granddad's jumper. Right. And that if you read one of my stuff, it's all nice stuff like that. And if ever recorded anything, the title of each track will be AIDS Granddad Jumper, because I think that's it's just the way I remember it.
Completely relevant, I would say. Completely.
Yeah. So Scott, to print one of your penises, we will need a big 3D printer, but that's just because you want to print 1,000 of them at once.
Yeah, baby.
1,000 little micro, not even micro, just now you've got to thumb it in now. Prints.
Yeah.
All right, Scott on my sock.
That's cute.
Please write a song called I Wrote Scott on My Sock.
And I got cum on my sock where I wrote Scott's name. And
I wrote Scott on my sock. And he agreed to suck our cocks. Because he's gay.
Yeah. Could have asked some apple next.
Colin Cancer is just how I remember. There's a bit I've got about Colin Powell dying cancer. So that
you can say we
got
a joke there,
I have about one of your American heroes dying of cancer. He's called Colin Cancer.
Colin Cancer. Was Colin Powell an American hero though? He sort of like fudged a little bit of evidence, didn't he?
No, he acted like one for a while.
Yeah, he did a good job of acting like one. Yeah, before McCain was the boy, wasn't he?
I think it was Tim Dillon talking about this the other day. That whole Bush cabinet was just the most evil people, like Cheney, Rice, Powell, and they were just fucking lying. And they wouldn't have messed around like today. It wouldn't have been like the current administration. It wouldn't have been like, we'll kind of ask you to wear your mask. Dick Cheney and Colin Powell would have come out. Colin Powell would have just come out and gone, if you don't wear your mask, you'll be raped by Alex Jones tonight. Yeah. And your daughters will be flayed. That's what they would have said. They would have just made up the most stupid thing. You're going to die of anthrax unless you wear a mask. Just lie. Just lie. Yeah. We're under attack. And then now we have to murder. Now we have to murder 4 million brown people from 8 different countries.
You have to make sure.
Don't worry about why.
You have to make sure most of them are in weddings and stuff, though, and funeral
weddings, grandmothers in apartment blocks. Kids, disabled kids. We just set fire to them.
Otherwise,
because
the American way, it's not acceptable.
And wear a mask.
Yeah, wear a mask while you do so. Yeah, of course.
It was a good point, I think. Here we go. No, but there was a time where right post 9/11, right, where Bush is stood on the rubble, just on the rubble of America, making it's a fairly good speech, to be fair, but it rallied everyone. Fair play, it was a good thing. But then everyone we're going to go into these 8 unrelated countries over the next 20 years. So anyway,
that's right. Yeah, it's when he grabs the fucking microphone, isn't it, and just fucking pretends like, "Oh, is this thing working? Is this thing working?"
At the time, I was all on board, and I do follow the war sort of militarily now. I like following the details, and I did then. I loved it. But then a few years later, I thought, well, that was bad. And then I started to become really anti-war, and that's my only political opinion. I don't care if kids are starving or going to food banks. Go fuck yourself. Get a better job. Right? Get a better job, parents.
Get a better job, motherfucker.
Try harder, you fucking losers. But my only political opinion was anti-war. But then I worked with the MOD for a while, which everybody talks about publicly. So then I went back. I went back on my own ethics. And then it all led to James Inman.
Yeah. James Inman.
You're a hero. And he's gotta be big, and he's gotta be black. I mean, strong, and he's gotta be called Colin, not Colin.
He's Colin Powell. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, Colin Powell. I think the wrong Republican candidate died of cancer first. poor individuals. Because McCain wasn't a bad guy. He was all right, wasn't he? It was Colin Powell who was a puddle of piss.
Well, I can't. But if you go through that whole, most of them were just fucking evil.
Yeah, completely. Yeah,
you know, real like fascistic. Is that the adjective? Fascistic.
Hey, fascistic. Probably it got a good ring to it. I like it. Yeah.
Wild time.
Fascist pigs.
You know, it's not even a political thing. I don't give a fuck what party people are from. But it was just like when you look back, it's like, oh, these people were actually lizards.
Fucking animals, man. Completely fucking outrageous.
And besides, whatever you think, 9/11 looked cool. It looked cool when it happened. It was a cool look.
Yeah,
it was great. There's one shot where a chopper, which you see all these every few years ago, all these camcorders, all these news footage of different things happening. There's one shot which I've only seen once, and I haven't found it since, maybe twice. There's a chopper, a news chopper that's filming, right? And behind that, there must have been another one. It must have been after the first tower got hit. And there's a shot where the plane literally comes almost at the same angle into the I don't know, the south tower or the second one that hit. But it looked so cinematic. It looked cool. It was like Michael Bay shit.
Yeah, just serious like Hollywood movie bollocks. Yeah,
and it did look a bit CGI, if you know what I'm talking about. But it looked cool.
Blue screens is CGI, motherfuckers.
Now, can I just say, the script is by Brett Brock and approved by Matt Napo, Bappo, and Mapo. But it is also a massive national tragedy, and I'm not mocking any victims. I'm not mocking any. It's not that, but it looked kind of cool.
Why are you diverting from the script for? It doesn't say to say that in the script.
Hey, I improved. You know, a bit of improv.
You fucking think you are, you piece of shit.
Larry David, I tried the Curb Your Enthusiasm acting. We had the description of the scene, and then we all kind of just worked it out, you know?
Yeah, they just worked it out, baby. They just worked it out. What's that show? Curb Your Enthusiasm now. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
So Inman seems...
You improv there. Inman seems...
Don't play a YouTube video.
No, I know. I'm just going to play a little... just taking too long to come through. I was going to play the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme, but it's just taking a while for it to come through.
Yeah, that'll get flagged on here as well. So it's just annoying.
Fucks.
I know there's such fucks. Anything copyrighted, right? But, unless in some cases you can play stuff and bring up a thing saying this is fair use and commentary on it.
Yeah.
But I've even seen people reverse and flip the video to try and because it's automated. The algorithm will look for stuff. And they favor some channels being able to do it or not. And then Doug got banned for commenting on a video, right? But it wasn't because of that. It's because he repeated what Rogan said, and then they went, "You what? You misinformation." Doug Quayle's not a Scott's neighbour. Anyway, that's just a little bit of politics. Not real politics. That was just a little bit of history. I don't care. I don't care about any of it really. Let's have a nuclear war. Let's have a nuclear war. I don't give a shit really.
Danger. High voltage.
Yeah, I want to take you to a gay bar.
I want to take you to a gay bar. You. Have you got any money?
Well, no, the next line was, I got something to put in you.
Yeah.
Gay bar. And
it's just fucking Lincoln, isn't it? Just everyone's just dressed up as President Lincoln, just doing weights and stuff and on the running machines and all that bollocks. What a fucking song, man. What a great music video. How long will it take to message one of my kids to get me a drink, Carl? Watch this now. Beer, please.
I don't know, but how much are we allowed to take the piss of Dykes and Mann? Because I'm really enjoying this. We could switch to the other one, but if the dog lets us go a little bit longer tonight, we could do a bit on it, couldn't we? We could.
Yeah, we could.
I mean,
well, it ain't down to the dog. What's he gonna do?
Ultimately, Jamie, well, he could pop in and pull the plug.
Fuck that pig.
If we promise it won't be like 100 hours, can we just go a bit longer? Because it's funny, right? And we've got a nice chat going. The algorithm's going. People love this.
The algorithm is going. It's all about the base. All about the base.
Tonight, I'm not even in my underpants in the suit. I've got like leggings on.
Oh, nice. I'm actually wearing shorts. I'm actually like wearing shorts and long white socks. I will look who comes running, Carl. My little child. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
Oh no, you couldn't see his.
No, I just
out of the view.
I realised I had some heating on for an hour to dry some shit, and I was getting a bit warm.
Turn that shit off.
But I think the blazer thing works, right?
Yeah, it does work. But when I came in earlier, it was still quite warm in this room. But I thought it's only going to be another month or two before I can tolerate the heat. But it's okay.
Summertime. Well, again, I'll be in Brazil at some point. But what I'm thinking of doing is I could try and buy a T-shirt with a tux printed on it.
Oh yeah,
just a T-shirt, and I'll wear that.
Fuck yeah, whatever works, man.
Okay, we can go until Curtis publicly apologized for his rudeness to me. Scott, please do not apologize.
We demand an apology when we say
when we say, which may well be tomorrow. You're like a good nomrod. Is that okay? I don't know what that is. Oh, I'm doing a Napo. That's how he does it. He goes backwards up the chat, doesn't he, on the dog? He's like, "Oh, why don't I understand this conversation? What's going on with you guys? You're trying to confuse me." And it's because he's clicking from the bottom. That's the secret. And you move down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's muting us nomrods because he's got to edit his. He's editing for some band, but it's offloads of mobile phone footage. So he's being Mylin. He's being a Vietnamese producer girl.
Oh,
and he hasn't even got an ability to have pigtails. That should be in the job description.
Mylin. Why won't you make my pass? I lost my fucking train of thought completely. Then it's like, whoa.
Yeah, Scott's tried it. Publicly, like everyone else is listening, no, but a few more people will watch, and it's because of you, Scott. Because we'll tell everyone that this is now written, but it's a script by Brett Brock, approved by Matt Napo, Bappo, and Mapo, and executive produced by Scott Curtis of Behind the Bits podcast. We'll just say legally liable as shit until we get a cease and desist.
Liable as fuck, man. Scott, you are like a libelous case motherfucker now. Like you're as bold as the dog, and your words are a screw. And
I've got a wild idea.
You rather.
Should we get Scott on the show right now?
You can send him a link.
Scott, do you want to come on the show? I don't know if you do, or if you're in the bath, or like, don't worry about it. You don't have to. It's just an idea.
Yeah, or coming up.
I wouldn't know where to send it to. I don't know. Let us know in the chat if you want to come on, and if you do, we'll get you.
Send me the link. I can send it to him on Twitter.
Yeah. But we'll see if he wants someone up.
Sure. Fuck.
I could stay away. Oh, no, I can't sing that one. Do you know what? I've been really singy today. I've been really singy today. I've sent a singing video to Mind Dog. I sent another one to Jamie that we can't ever release to the public. I've been really like just breaking into. I can't sing, but I just like breaking into songs sometimes. I'm expressing myself.
Under sweet surrender.
Okay, Scott's down. He's got to get on a call. He's still working. That's fair. And also a lie. But don't worry about that.
Pussy.
Can you patch us into the call? We won't say anything. We'll
Well,
probably get you a deal. I don't know what work you do, but we could get a deal for you. We're in suits. We're English.
Yeah.
We're not being I had a great line last night. It's like, I'm not condescending. I'm British.
Yeah, I like it.
We've got an accent, not like you wild Americans. We could get stuff for you just by the way we sound.
Mhm.
Right? Go, hi. I work for Mr. Scott Curtis from Behind the Bits podcast, and whatever he wants, we think you should give us now.
Yeah.
Please. All the money, all the time. That'll work, right?
Thank you, you cunt.
Sorry, I represent Mr. Scott Curtis, and I would like a pay rise, effective immediately. We had an offer from IBM. That's IBM, and we need the answer today. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. My number is 0345. Blow me now.
Yeah. You guys realize? Do you know? I asked Matt how long Long Island was yesterday, because when I look at it, it doesn't look that long, but it's 95 miles long, which is quite long.
Oh, that's pretty long. Yeah.
So, but when you think,
yeah.
I get a bit Asperger's-y about traveling, right? So I'm always looking at maps wherever I'm going to go. So, but when you look at it, Manhattan's that big and Long Island's this big. So I'm like, of course, Manhattan's like, I don't know, 6 miles wide or something. But it's like, of course, it's 90 miles long. In my head, it takes 20 minutes to go up it. But now I'm like, oh, I can see it's 90 minutes. So Napo lives right on the North Shore, an hour in at least. So yeah, it's longer than I thought. So it's acceptable to call it Long Island.
Long Island. Because it's
Our
long.
main island that we have is the Isle of Wight, and it is 6 miles from north to south, and I think 23 miles from west to east, or something like that.
Nice. It's a fat island. It's not like a long island. It's a fat island, isn't it? It's a
fat island. It's a squid. Yeah. Whoa! I almost said something that would get us cancelled. Then. So yeah, it's a little. It's a little. No, I can't. I literally can't. It's a little island that's shaped not like a normal eye,
right?
Like a flatter one. But it's an island.
Yeah.
We have lots of other islands. I've got a friend that moved to Orkney, which is so far north. It's level with like Oslo.
Yeah. It's just like
north of Scotland. Yeah, to get there, he's got a. You have to get like. There's a couple of ways. You can get a boat, or you can get to like the north of Scotland and then take a little bumper plane or something. You have to take a little, tiny little thing. Yeah. But you can see the Northern Lights from there. So I think he was a photographer and he took one of my better comedy photos, but I was really fat and he fucked up the tinting, so it isn't that good anymore. Wow. But I need to go and see him. So I think I might go and see him. I don't know why I've just said that out loud in the podcast. It's just a thought I had. I need to go and see my mate Steve, who lives in Orkney. Yeah, to be fair, he gave up a really lucrative career, right? Came to work at the place I worked in years ago as more junior than me, and then got a promotion. And then the day he got a promotion, he handed his notice in. He's like, "See ya."
Sure.
And he goes, "I'm giving up everything." They brought a house on Orkney. They brought a farm basically on Orkney. Yeah. They've got no neighbours. It's beautiful. Obviously, the weather is shit up there, but you live in fields and you've got like nature. There's whales off the fucking coast. You can see.
That's right. Yeah.
This whales, real ones. You can see he's a photographer, so he's always taking pictures of the Northern Lights from his house, his back garden. Nice. So that's, I don't know. I kind of respect it. He just gave up. Obviously, he's got money behind him, but he gave up his whole income and went, "Fuck it, I'm going to do what I want to do."
I'm moving to somewhere where they got like little to no internet and just going.
He works at a school. He's like an administrator at a tiny little school in Orkney. He's like the business side, but he's a photographer on the side. Yeah. And he's just, I like it. So I might go up. Yeah. I'm going to go up and see him. I'd love to see the Northern Lights. It's on my bucket list.
Oh, me too. Everyone's bucket list to see those fucking things.
You can see it from North Wales sometimes, right? Recently, I think they could see it. Yeah, recently, it depends on what's going. There's a solar flare recently, so you can see from probably Bangor and places like that up there. But it's got to be a clear night, which obviously in Wales is not as.
It's a fucking
cloudy quite a lot, right?
Yeah, you got to go north, like fucking, like I said, the top of fucking Scotland to
properly, yeah. But it's wild how far north it is. Like when I look at a globe, I'm like, oh, it's Norway. It's the same as Norway.
Yeah. fucking Baltic conditions as well. But it's more rain than you get like in Norway or and all our places. But it's still fucking freezing cold though.
Mapo said he can hack his webcam and put him on against his will.
Yeah, do it.
We should
Fat shame
don't fat shame islands. I'm gonna
I
actually.
disagree. I think fat shame every fat island. Long Island is anorexic. Isle of Wight is just a disgraceful fucking fat blob in the sea, and I won't fucking stand for it anymore. I've had enough of these islands getting away without being fat shamed or skinny shamed. I think they deserve what they get.
I think shame is it's an underused commodity.
If it works, it works. Like if you say, you're a fat cunt, and they go on a really, really, really mental, fucking crazy eating freak, kick habit or whatever, and then they lose loads of weight. If it works, it works. Same with islands as well. That's just my belief, and I wish you would just give me that belief, please, dog. Please.
You have a belief. Here's something else I've just done. Here is something else I've just done. No, I've texted Brock to come and watch, and if he wants to come and watch later on, when Jamie goes to bed in about 40 minutes, come on podcast with me, man.
Come on a podcast with you, brother. I will be needing to fucking eat like within the next half hour, maybe or so. But
yeah, me too.
What's the time now?
All I'm saying is Brock has got an open invite for the last race after this. That I might do, and I'm not going to pressure Jamie to come because he does a lot, and he's been sick. Long Island is 118k, 118 miles. Is that included though? Oh, fuck me in my big red ass. Brooklyn is called Kings. Because obviously, Queens is at the top. I stayed in Queens when I came to the US. I stayed in Queens, and I stayed next to a project, like I was in The Wire, even though that was in Baltimore. And I had to walk past a burning car going to my Best Western in Queens. But it was the cheapest hotel I can find, and I didn't know it had a hot tub in it until I got there. Though, how good is that? What? You walk in. I walked into this room in Queens, and there was a walk down hot tub in the middle of the hotel room. Phenomenal.
In the room. Fucking what shit!
Phenomenal. And I swear to God, it was scary getting off the metro and walking past this fucking project.
Yeah.
But when you got in, nothing happened. When you got in there, and because New York's a walking city, I'm doing 10 miles a day anyway. And so when you get in at the end of the day, get in that hot tub, man, with a couple of cold Stellas, a fridge. Oh,
nice,
amazing. Get ready to go out for dinner. I didn't know. We just didn't know.
Nice.
One of those rare treats.
Yeah, a little fucking.
It wasn't cheap at the time, and I didn't have much money at the time. But I couldn't afford to stay in Manhattan at the time unless it was a hostel. But I got it was an average like 3-star hotel, but a fucking jacuzzi in the middle.
Oh, mate, that's what you fucking want, isn't it?
Yeah, get surprised.
Walk up to a hotel thinking you ain't gonna get much, and you walk in, there's a fucking jacuzzi right in the middle of the room. You're in. Oh, baby.
I know. Phenomenal. Queens, Brooklyn, Park, Long Island. But wait a minute. Okay, because it's over the river, right? It's over the river. So, I went to Brooklyn because, weirdly, the soccer team, man, that I support has got a dedicated bar in Brooklyn. I don't know if it's still there, but it was when I went. So it's all American football fans, American soccer football fans. So I went to watch the game at 9 a.m. because of the time difference, and got pissed, and then went to New York Zoo and laughed at the Gorillas. But
nice.
Yeah, and I had the best McDonald's I've ever had in Brooklyn as well, because it looked like the picture. I got a Big Mac, and it was like big and Mackie. So this isn't in England. They're like this big, and they're just slopping out the side. But whether it is luck or what, but it was good.
It held his shit together,
held his shit together. So I Brooklyn. I spent one morning there, and I did stay in Queens, but I didn't go into Queens. There was a comedy club in Queens up until sometime mid-COVID called the Creek in the Cave, which I always wanted to go to because they really supported young comics. Actually, the first Skank Fest was there. It was a tiny little place in a Mexican restaurant in Queens. But now they moved to Austin actually before Austin became popular recently. I think it's Rebecca Trent. She runs it. She moved there, and actually she co-runs Skankfest as well. But they moved to Austin before. Now she's opened a Creek in the Cave Austin. So when I go there, that's the place to go to try and get 5 minutes as a young comic or a new comic.
Lovely.
Coming
Always be promoting
so, yeah.
your shit, man, and get some open mic fucking time. I love it.
Yeah, so there we go. That's what I'll try and be doing at some point down the road. Creek in the Cave, Austin, I think. She followed me for a while and then unfollowed me. So clearly, I wrote something that was a bit icky.
Yeah, scared the fucking life out of her.
But it is over the river, though, right? You got to cross like Alicia Keys said, on the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah.
I'm singing today. So I remember going across, I think I didn't go across the bridge, but I went under. I went on the metro, I think. But it's hate being considered Long Island. Yeah, but like you said, though, you're saying it's not New York. A lot of comics that I listen to talk about Brooklyn and Queens like they are New York. It's not Manhattan, but they like Normans and everyone. They'll go and do weird little rooms in Brooklyn and Queens because it is literally just across, right? I guess if you're near this side of it, so I don't know. People probably have different opinions, but Napo is probably the correct opinion, right, boss?
Yes,
the new iMac 24-inch has a new i4 chip. It's fast, it's smooth, and very thin.
Glossy, baby. Yeah, you have not got to buy any anti-software shit because it's already pre-built in, baby. So, yeah.
I'm just going to grab a quick bit.
He's going to grab a quick bit, baby. New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made. Long Island looks pretty fucking cool, man. Gotta go to Long Island, baby. End of this year, motherfucker.
Tim Dillon's from Napo. I'll get where Tim Dillon's from. I think he's from somewhere on the south coast. I can't remember the place. I listened to a podcast yesterday, but he is fucking hilarious when he talks about Long Island. The way he nails into it is like, oh, these are bad people. Just the way. So when he goes to governors and stuff, it must just be so good when he's railing on them. But it's just like, I don't know. I'm not from there. I can't do it. But they did an audio podcast where they went to one of those rich country clubs down on the south coast, and they were just fucking. It's so funny. It's so funny. I can't. Yeah, I don't know. But he's from Long Island. There's a Chris DiStefano. He's from Long Island, I think.
No, the name
Chrissy V. Yeah, I think he's Long Island. There's a few comics from there that have, obviously left. But no, I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know about the island. I knew it was there, but it was in my head. It was smaller. It was in a different location. So I'm looking forward to getting over there. I'll probably get shot. So good. Oceanside, new IMAX on the way to his house.
To my house. Oh, he's going to ship them from his house to us, is he? That's amazing. That's good of him. Yeah, he's saving shipping costs. I get what he's doing.
Also, Long Island is such a shit, unimaginative name for an island that's long. And then I assume Oceanside was by the ocean.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's right.
Right, so the way he talks about his family, like his mum's in a mental home now. I guess probably in Long Island. I don't know if he talks to his dad that often. And there was, I'll dig out an episode of his podcast, which I will send to you both. I've told Jamie a couple of times. Obviously he's a gay man, and he posted a photo of himself with a shirt off with "cum pig" written on his chest in permanent marker from a while ago. It's like Throwback Thursday, cum pig, right? And his aunt from Long Island commented on it and was like, you've ruined your granddad's legacy. What would your granddad say about this? And so he did a whole episode just about his aunt. And he's like, and he fucking absolutely demolished her alcoholism, that she's a fake lawyer. And he like brought up all these family secrets just on it. And they weren't, you can tell they weren't bits. It was just funny demolishing of his own family. And he's like, listen, don't ever fucking comment on my Instagram again. It's one of the. It's like called Family. The episode's called like Family Values or something like that. It's so good. Just the way he absolutely just assassinates. Yeah. I got to do it. Yeah, there we go.
He's fucking hilarious.
Oh my, Napo! No kidding. You play for Dylan's mama, and that's wild. That's wild. Yeah. I'm not speaking out of school because he talks about it quite a lot, but the things he says are funny. Obviously, it's just bits, but yeah. Wow, that's interesting. Oh, it wouldn't be. Yeah,
he's taking the piss.
Oh, that's cool.
I play for his mum every month at a nursing home. Is he fucking serious?
Well, he plays nursing homes, Napo, right? So
yeah, I know he plays nursing homes. Yeah, does he play for Dylan's mum though?
Well, she's from that way, right? So yeah.
Is he taking the piss? Didn't he kill her?
I don't think so.
I know.
I think he's serious. But one thing that I really love about Dylan is that after he was like a prime mortgage guy that ripped people off and took a load of coke, he became a tour bus guy on the top of a double-decker bus in New York. But basically, instead of giving the real tour, he just did what he wanted and talked about the billionaires and the sex trafficking networks and the politicians. And he's got these Chinese tourists that are like, what?
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on?
I almost did it. I went, what? Yeah. But it could have been anyone. It could have been someone from Canada going, what? No?
Yeah, Kitty went, oh, can you do that? If it's in the script and Brett Brock is giving you direction on what to say, then yeah.
Obviously, our defense is that Brett Brock, Napo, Bappo, and Mapo approved it, but we need to try and stay away from the accent.
Yeah, stay away from it, okay? Yeah. Dirty little swines.
Which ones?
Yeah, all of them. So hang on. When I say dirty little swines, you say which ones? We got a choice between Matt Napo, Brett Brock, Tim Dillon, the Chinese, and
yeah, it couldn't possibly be the Chinese. It must be one of Dylan, his mum, Napo, Brett Brock, Napo, Bappo, Mapo, Scott Curtis.
Yeah, but we've got options. Plus, there's a billion Chinese people, so it's hard to pick.
This is the one. This is the clip that in 10 years, when we get successful, this is the clip that they dig up.
Yeah, this
is the one.
This is the cancel clip. This is the one that does it all. Yeah, and we have no remorse because it was written by Brett Brock and produced by Matt Napo. And
Napo, Bappo, and Mapo.
Co-executive Scott Curtis.
He's working.
In it to win it out, baby. I wonder if Keely will let me smoke in this room right now.
No, she won't. You've just decorated it.
That's right. That's a good shout. Yes, I did decorate it.
Yeah, we had this conversation last week. No.
Nice. Beautiful.
I know what's going on. I wouldn't, come on. Have some respect for your home.
Beautiful. I wouldn't smoke in it again. No, it was disgusting and vile. Every time you smoke in it, it's just like fucking.
Just the 50 times that I did.
Yeah, just the 50 times that I did. I'm not even like a heavy smoker. I don't smoke. I'm not like a compulsive smoker.
No, you're just hitting the point where you're like, yeah, I feel good to smoke right now.
Yeah. That's exactly what it fucking is, me and Jimmy C hitting the smoke before I hit the fucking wife in the face with their pig fucking titties there. Sucked on those.
I can't wait for the day where a saucepan just comes out of fucking stage left. Plants in.
Stage left. Yeah.
Get like a cartoon bump on your head.
Roger Rabbit shit, like just yeah.
With your hat on top.
Yeah.
Well, your hair's on top of the bump.
That's one of the funniest fucking bits I've ever seen you fucking do. It's hilarious. I like stage left as well. Okay, no. Bro. Brett Brock with these directions, eh? Stage left, head, mallet.
Absolutely unbelievable. He's an unbelievable man. He's a bad man.
He's a twisted motherfucker. Okay, now. I gotta get some food in a minute though. I haven't
Yeah,
eaten
that's
properly.
fair. That's fair. Yeah, we've pushed the Dykes Man pretty far tonight. Off nothing, because after 20 minutes or 30 minutes, like we haven't got anything. I don't know. But now I've had a couple of drinks. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. If I have some food and you do a last rites, you let me know in the next half hour or so.
Well, yeah, let's go another 5 and then we'll wrap up. Go and get some food. I'll eat as well because I've got some quick food I can do in 5 minutes.
We can eat. I got like a whole chicken cooked as well, so we can just eat fucking whatever. And fine.
Well, thank you, Christina. And do you know what? If you like the Last Rites podcast, I don't know if Mylin put the link in the description. There'll be a Last Rites in the next half an hour, 35 minutes. We'll post it on Twitter. We'll tag you. Check out the Last Rites pod. We'll go another 5 here, and then we'll go and eat, and then we'll come back. I need to make a tactical plan on whether I run to my corner shop, and we all know what I'm talking about. It's not on the corner actually, but we all know what I'm talking about when I say corner shop. It's expensive.
You're gonna get some crisps.
There's no tackies.
Yeah. You're gonna get some dirty, stinking, non-contributing environmental crisps to the environment.
That browser tab with the tackies on Amazon was up for like 5 days. Eventually, I closed it, but it doesn't mean I won't get it.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that at 1 a.m. I might not order
a shitload of tackies.
Check something.
Get a shitload of tackies to your house right now to give it that dirty spice of infused flavor.
I'm glad it didn't happen, but I asked an old colleague to go out for a drink tonight. I've not seen him in ages, and he goes, "Yeah, sure." So we had it arranged because I was going to finish this early, and then he never got back to me. But you know what? I'm glad he's let me down because I'd rather be sat here drinking in my own home. No, it's good. So I think I might in a few minutes. I'm going to do a tactical. I'm going to put my food on and then do the tactical walk to the corner shop that isn't on the corner, where they may or may not sell overpriced tackies.
Yeah, but even if you get like any tacky is a good tacky because of the work ethic in the flavor and the heat that they give off. You know what I mean?
Kinda. But I think they do look like a good bag of
Yeah.
People. Tag you hard. Okay. Oh well, this is getting weird.
Tag me hard.
Okay. All right. No problem. No problem. It will be a problem though, because these days it's like you need a snake charmer.
Yeah.
That's not even. Oh, that is a snake charm. Is that snake charming or belly dancing? I don't know.
Belly dancing. Maybe she's belly dancing with snakes on, like Salma Hayek kind of shit. Yeah, snake charming.
Mary had a little lamb. What a great, as I've said before, what a great soundtrack Dusk Till Dawn is from start to finish. I used to have Dark Knight as a ringtone when you could first get ringtones as a song as a ringtone. It's like ding 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 ding. It's a dark night. Because in the movie, it's where she's kidnapped in the boot, and then it goes see through, and she's in there like at the beginning. Phenomenal.
She inside the boot of the car, she just in there fucking tight and bound up, and just got that fucking song playing. Mate, I haven't watched that film in a lot. Like it must be about.
We should watch it. We should do it for a movie watch along.
Yeah. I'd have to watch it once or twice before the watch along, and then we do it. Do you know what I mean? Just to like.
I know it. I could put it on now, and I'll slip straight into every single line.
Yeah.
I watched that. I had that on VHS. I wore it out on VHS, and I think you know what scene we're talking about.
My friend lent it to me. I just never gave it back to him, so I didn't steal it.
I think I brought another video, and then I got it on DVD, and now I've found some DVDs the other day, but I'm just going to get rid of them all. But I watched that. I must have seen that somewhere between 30 and 50 times. I don't know. I love it. And when I found it, I didn't know what it was. I was a big Tarantino fan, but I went to HMV in like Uxbridge with a friend,
Isn't it? Super
and I found a video, and I was like, "Oh, Tarantino! Didn't know about this one."
Yeah.
Didn't really read it. It said, "Oh, it's about these gangsters," and there's a dark turn on the blurb. I was like, "I'm buying it."
Yeah.
And it was all my money to buy this video. It's like 15 quid at the time. It's like, oh, I had 20 quid on me. You get McDonald's in a video, go home. And I put it on. Oh my God, immediately loved it because it was very like the dialogue, the Tarantino dialogue is so good. Like it's the normal shit, right? Where they're just talking about burgers and then all the weird shit. And then I never signaled the Ranger. Well, it doesn't fucking matter now.
Yeah.
And he's looking through his hand and then gaffer tapes it.
And Clooney's kicking the fucking shelf down in the fucking shop together. The lighter fluid down.
As we said before, Clooney was a wet blanket. Like no one respected Clooney at that point. He was an ER. He was a romance guy. And then, but in that film, it's like, okay, it's cool. Tarantino was great.
Yeah.
And then it was just, and then I thought, I'm really getting into this gangster kidnap movie. And then when the turn came, I never knew it was coming. It was just like,
there's a fucking nowhere. Like, he said, what the fuck is going on? Yeah.
Wasn't it the Cheech Marine where they fucked him up and he come in later? He goes, "This piece of shit broke my finger and my nose." And then they shot him, and then he gets up, and then Salma Hayek sees the blood, and then she changed, and then everyone turns right. It's like, it just gets wild. So when that happened, I was just from that moment in like '97 when I first saw that. I was just in love with that film. I was like, it'll never be better.
From dusk till dawn, I remember watching it the first time myself. Born from
Kill me, Kate! Kill me, Kate!
Yeah. It's fucking beautiful. I remember like my father coming down and from England. He stayed over for the night, and he was like, "Oh, Dad, we watched this film. He's George Clooney's in it." He said, "No, Quentin Tarantino," but he said George Clooney's like. I know him from ER or bollocks. Let's give it a watch. And he was fucking well entertained. Just start to finish. Like, wow. This'll do. Sex machine. Hey, sex machine.
Oh.
Fucking beautiful.
And he said that his gun is in Desperado as well. Because when he opens the case, that's like,
right.
The gun is in his case.
Yeah.
Right, we'll wrap this up in just a second. What I wanted to do was just to whack a link in the chat here, but give me if it doesn't work out, we just bail. Give me 1 second. My internet's really slow. I just want to check what the last episode was called, what number it was. I think it was 59. I keep having because I'm setting stuff up in the future that keeps getting cancelled. It's like I keep having to change the number. 59. So the next. Oh, do you know the if we do a last rites, it'll be number 60.
Oh, tonight. Yeah, I remember doing the 50th. We done the 50th.
Yes, we do. And I think like 100 would come around quite quickly because I'm sure at some point. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm doing this now.
Check it out.
It will be called. Title is called No Name. There's no description. It's scheduled for later. There's no thumbnail. What are we talking in terms of time? Do you want 45 minutes, half hour?
I got some food, and I'm gonna eat like half hour to see how I come around then. But yeah, give it a half hour. Like you try to get Brock on you.
I'll do what I can for everything. So I could do like 9:15.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Do it for like 9:15 for now. If I get some food, and I'm gonna see how my energy levels pop up.
Yeah, and I can change what I want. But here is the thing, though, Jamie. If you go away and eat food now and come back, go, I'm too tired. This isn't going to be good, is it?
Yeah, it's going to be rapey.
So you need to do what you need to get your energy levels up. Whether that's snorting a line of codeine, whether that's now I'm encouraging the drug abuse. You know, hit the old give a couple of rounds on the old punching bag, if you know what I mean, and.
Yeah, give it a 9:15, and I can get plenty of food on my chest, and then come around.
Not too much though. So here. Oh God, fucking Facebook. what I wanted to do is put a link in here now because Facebook goes, a description is required on Facebook. Well, oh my god, these absolute people. I'm just going to write no description.
No
Will that
description.
count?
Yeah, fuck it.
Nondescript.
Check it in.
Okay, I'm just going to take this off temporarily and I'll sort it out in a minute. Right, give me one more second because I often do admin. Oh, I'm such a. We were talking about episode 50, and I called it episode 50, so it's not that. It's 60. We'll have to train Jamie up on this side of things at some point.
Episode 60.
I'm
sitting here waiting administrative duties. It's kind of fun just sitting back at the moment, just doing like little to nothing. But I got to step up to the mark at some point.
I'm happy to do it. It's just in emergencies, you know. Just in emergencies. Okay, so this will be a link. Dusted Door, maybe one of favorite movies. Can't wait to rewatch it. Okay, well, here is a link in the chat. Let's just paste in there. That should be a link to what will be a last rites in about 40 minutes. It might be a couple of minutes late. I'm going to do what I can to work on. If I've put that in, you should be able to click on it. If not, copy and paste it. We'll be back in a bit. Jamie, go and get some food, mate. Thank you, everyone. If you haven't seen this before, Scott Curtis, subscribe to this podcast or I'll come and put a wig on you. If you have, thank you very much. We are supporting a Russian social media thing, which I disagree with, but Napo's doing it anyway. But welcome Russians too.
Hell
get out of Ukraine. And apart from that, we'll see you later. We're going to end the broadcast now and have a great little while. Jamie's going to have so much energy in 4 minutes. It'll be wild. I need to piss. Go to the corner shop.
We're going to come back. We're going to be like fucking on fire on the next podcast.
Goodbye, everyone. And this, unless we do a joint suicide pact, this will be it. We'll see you soon over at the last rites very soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
God.